All right, welcome back everybody to the Tomb of Annihilation. Nice to have you again, and thanks. Well, I had a lovely time with my wife next week for her birthday, so yeah, that was good. So thanks for, I guess, being okay with that. I'm not sure what I'm saying, but thank you. It was a lovely time with my wife for her birthday. So let's pick it up back inside the jungles of Chult. So, 2 weeks ago, in case you don't remember, you're on a quest for the Eldani people, led by one of the Eldani herself, consort Cora. And Cora's idea, and a vision she'd received, possibly from Ubtao himself, was to travel to the heart of Ubtao, where she had visions of two crayfish that she was going to rescue and release back into the Eldani basin. With the whole idea, her thoughts was this would break the curse of the Eldani people, who had been cursed to look like crayfish. Because, according to legend, they overfished the Eldani basin and killed all the crayfish in there. And Ubtao, as the legend goes, did not like this, and so cursed them to look like crayfish. So her vision was to go to the heart of Ubtao. She said there's a cave underneath it. And if you go there, her thoughts, if you go there, rescue the crayfish, release them in the Eldani basin, perhaps the curse would be lifted. Unfortunately, things went slightly south for Cora. You encountered a Spinosaurus, and you guys were doing quite well. Then the Spinosaurus said, hey, maybe I'll just leave with one of these rather large crayfish, get some butter, cook them up. And the Spinosaurus left with Cora in tow. So Cora is dead, as far as you know anyway, but a cracked back and then the mouth of a giant dinosaur would tend to suggest that. And I believe the decision was to carry on and fulfill what Cora had suggested. So, mighty band of adventurers, I think we'll pick it up right after Cora died. I think we still have a map for that. Let's have a look. Ah, yes, here we go. So this is where we picked up. Remember, old Carrick spent a lot of time underneath the quicksand. We pulled him out.
I was doing my impersonation of the Highlander.
So, yes, mighty band of adventurers. What would you like to do?
Well, gents, I don't think we're going to be able to recover Cora's body, so maybe we just say a few words and carry on?
Yes, must make to Ubtao, part of Ubtao.
Yeah, K2, why don't you say a few words, and then we should make haste.
Yeah, I will. I'll just, do a little prayer to Ubtao on her behalf and say that she was set out to make it right with you. A holy Ubtao, and we will do our best to fulfill her quest.
It's very well spoken, K2. I got to admit, I'm a little bit upset. We have lost Cora, we have lost Arcus, we have lost the NPC I can't even remember the name of off the top of my head.
It's too many. It's too many now.
It is the Tomb of Annihilation, so it's living up to its name.
Oh, yes.
It's this way of jungle. Circle of life.
Yeah,
Or death.
That is all well and good to say, but when it is your time to become part of the circle of life, it is perhaps not as comforting. Well, shall we press on then?
Let's.
Yes.
Lead the way. And can you avoid this quicksand? This was not good.
Yeah.
Yes, you look like you perhaps need a little bit of a clean-up there, Karak. You're quite the sight. So, let's say that you press on for the rest of the day. You get a long rest in. So feel free to heal up if you haven't done already. Get back those useful spell slots. Now we'll start right from here with Inyoka's excellent navigational abilities. There's no chance of you getting lost. But can you roll me a d4, please, Inyoka, to see how far we get? 3. Wow, that's a good start. So making good time. I mean, you're relying very heavily on the navigational skills of Kora, but you have picked it up, Inyoka. You get 2 hexes worth of travel on this particular day. And you find yourself at the heart of Uptow without incidents. Now, the heart of Uptow is quite a sight. It is a massive chunk of earth and rock torn from the earth, and it drifts over the swampy forest. Now, while I didn't have any convenient art, I will share this piece of art with you. Not going to make it easy for me. So if you have a look over in Discord, that is what the heart of Uptow looks like. So as I said, it's a massive chunk of earth that has been torn from the earth and drifts over these swampy forests. It's about 200 feet above the ground, and a petrified tree towers above the stone with its stone roots protruding from the bottom. Between the shape of the rock and the branching of the tree limbs, it creates the impression of a gigantic stone heart hanging in the sky. The impression is only made more gruesome by the red liquid dripping from the roots. You can see a cave mouth in the side of a slowly rotating heart, and a staircase winding from the cave up to the flattened top where the petrified trees stand. The staircase definitely isn't natural. It is carved with tools into the rocks. Well, there it is, the heart of Uptow. That is quite the sight.
What is it below? Is it just like if we go? If we can see right below it, is it just jungle and there's nothing there, or nothing unusual there, or is there something below?
Well, below there's a pool of red water from what looks for all purposes like blood dripping down. So it's hanging up. Something looks like blood is forming a puddle of red liquid on the ground.
Okay.
Can I do a check on that to see if I can identify what it actually is?
Sure. So you approach up to the blood, quote unquote. If you'd like to do a nature check for me.
Yeah. Oh, I thought it was better.
18's pretty good. Well, you go up to this pool of red water. One thing it's definitely not is blood. It's far too liquidy. It's very got this consistency of water. And you even pick up a little bit of the water and taste it, and it's got a distinct iron taste to it. And you come to the conclusion, Inyoka, that the dripping red liquid has been stained by filtering through iron ore deposits in the rock.
Kind of rusty water.
Question is, how do we get up there? 200 feet.
Is there ceremony that we do to get to Heart of Uptow? I'm asking our guide.
It's against Salida, yeah. Does she know? any legend or lore about how we get up there?
Well, that I do not know. I've only seen it from afar. But if you remembered, Cora mentioned it wasn't so much the heart of Uptow, but rather what was underneath the heart of Uptow. And if you look closely, over there, there's actually a cave right underneath here. And I think that was the place where she was indicating that we should go.
Oh, I was thinking the cave. I was thinking the cave up in the heart of Uptown. I don't know what I completely missed this cave. How did I not see that?
I think the dungeon master did not drag you across to the appropriate page.
Well, yes. Let's make haste. There's no sense in waiting around. We've come this far.
Okay, so into the cave.
Yeah, except I'll tell Zuma to just hang out outside.
Okay, so while we have this done now, why don't you have Zuma make a perception check? Wait, what happened to Leopold? That's not good. Okay. So Zuma. So I'll let you know if Zuma says anything. And I assume the instruction is to Zuma to come into the cave and let you know if something approaches. Okay. So head off into the cave itself. Actually, just before you head in, K2, you notice in this small, shallow pool, there's some things glistening in the bottom of the pool. Bottom of the pool. From this particular perspective, you can't quite see it, but there is something sparkling at the bottom.
Hold up, guys. I see something in the bottom of the pool. I'm gonna, get a little bit closer and see if I can make out what it is.
Okay, make a perception check.
Be cautioned about touching, maybe offering to Ubtao.
I was thinking the same thing, Inyoka. I'm not about to take an offering from this place.
So you get down K2 on your haunches with the words of Inyoka ringing in your ears, and you look down. Now that every so often the blood, quote unquote, splashes into the pool, but just for a moment the pool is perfectly still, and you look down there and you see many gold pieces and some gems as well. And I think with a 19, you actually spotted there's a ring down there as well.
Well, as tempting as tempting that is, I think we should leave it be. If no one else sees the ring, I'm not even going to mention it. I'll just say, there's some offerings down there. We should leave it be.
Yeah, this place is sacred. We need to leave it as we found it.
Okay. So, you head into the cave underneath the heart of Uptow. And this is what you see. Actually, you don't actually see that just yet, so forget you saw that. Just inside the cave, you come to a stone wall, just a big, artificial looking, almost perfectly square door. And there's and on the stone wall is an inscription etched above a circular maze. And the inscription reads, in common, this.
Is the puzzle thicker than water? trickles of red. Trace your finger. Is the can I make out how like the way through the maze just by looking at it, or is it eyeballing it?
It would be something you'd find, I don't know, like in a... I don't know if you guys used to have Pizza Hut, but a Pizza Hut used to give you this children's menu with lots of puzzles and stuff on it. It's about as hard as one of the mazes on one of those things.
Okay.
But not hard.
Very good. Who wants to prick their finger?
And Yoka cut finger and trace maze.
So you
Very
prick
good,
your...
Inyoka.
Okay, so you get a little bit of blood on your finger. Was that right, Inyoka?
Yep.
Yep.
Cut a vein in her finger.
Okay, so you get enough blood and you trace this rather childlike maze, and then the door opens up. And Asalita says, well, whoever who put this here is plainly they don't want the undead underneath here, and obviously a fairly trivial puzzle for us, but not for the undead. I don't know who would have placed this here, but a mystery for another time. And that this dark tunnel meanders underground, and a dim glow from deep within is just visible as the corridor turns. And this is what you see before you. Pale fungus grows along the side of the path, and it opens up into a vaulted wide cavern. From the ceiling hangs beads of threads of dimly glowing blue-green luminescence. In the center of the cavern is a small pool of red water, fed by 5 small, slow streams flowing from small openings in the chamber's walls. This is what you see.
Are the because they look big enough on the map, but are the openings big enough for us to go into?
These ones here, yes, they would be.
Okay. Well, I feel like we're safe from undead, but who knows what else is here.
Did the door close behind us?
Not yet. It's open.
Shall we close it? That's a good point, Leopold.
Yes, we should.
Open again from this side.
Yeah, let's take a look. Good question, Inyoka. Does it look like we can open it from inside?
From the inside of the cave, you see the door is plainly visible, and there's no inscriptions or anything on the inside, so nothing obvious, no mechanism.
Oh, there's no mechanism to open the door?
No, it's just like one assumes it's open at the moment, but if it closed shut, it would seal this chamber once again.
Is there some kind of rock or something we can wedge in there to keep it open? You have your friend outside to keep watch for us, so hopefully we can keep it wedged open.
Plenty of rocks around Leopold, so if you want to place a rock to stop it from closing, easy enough to do.
Guys, what do you think?
I think
I
that's
like
a
it,
good idea.
Leopold. Well,
Yeah.
let's find a big rock.
And I'll touch my friend Rock.
I was waiting for that. Rock, go lie down there.
Do I make him big?
No. A rock. Leopold, you know, come on.
And I giggle a little bit.
Need fifth element. Fire, fire. Water, water.
Okay. I guess after we block the door, shall we go inside?
Yes.
I'll start heading down there. Keep an eye on the water, see if there's anything moving in there other than the stream itself.
Okay, make a perception check. You do see things you typically find in rivers, like this very small fish you see every now and then, but nothing really much of note. I'm assuming you're just searching this river here as opposed to this red one.
Yeah, so far, yeah. It's hard to tell. Is this let's see here? Is this water here,
Uh,
or is it? It's hard to tell where the
it's
water is.
coloured rock. So these darker blue things are just, easy enough to traverse, and these
Oh, okay.
lighter ones are more like puddles of water that came from the stream.
Are these
Oh,
climbable?
Yep. Yeah.
Uh, so Lita, I can't remember if we already know this, but I'm going to ask her. I don't mean to pry, but are you a follower of Uptown?
To be more correct to say, I'm respectful of Abtal.
Well, I'm just wondering if you know the proper way to pray to him. If there is a specific way to pray to him.
No different than any other deity you might want to worship. Just pay respects. Offerings never go astray.
Okay. All right. Well, I will. I'm going to press on and get a little closer to the red pool and see what I can see in there.
Okay. You need to get closer than that if you want to have a look.
Okay. I'm going to move right up there, cautiously, respectfully of the plants, not to crush them or anything.
This leader followed you up there. And you notice, make a nature check, K2.
Oh, not the best at that, but
You notice something, well, you notice two things. You notice two very obvious lobsters in the water. They almost look as if they've got iron, almost as if their shells are made of iron. Otherwise, typical very large lobsters. And notice small, kind of white, spherical shaped objects on the surface as well. But you're not sure what are those, Ketu? That's not look natural. What are those things?
it was at my nature check. I don't know what they are. Or...
You don't
Oh,
know.
okay. Okay. I call for Inyoka. Inyoka, maybe you could come and figure out what these spheres are in the water.
You too can make a nature check, Inyoka.
Can I give him guidance?
You might need to. Yeah.
All right, I give you some guidance, Inyoka.
What is that, a 4 or 6?
D4.
It's a 4.
Sweet.
So you are equally baffled by what things these are in Yorka, but then via the guidance of K2, you realize what it is. It's almost confirmed by some fish that are swimming inside of this red liquid as well. And every so often they bob to the surface and swallow one of these eggs. And you couldn't put 2 and 2 together. And you figure that these are the eggs of the lobsters. And you kind of piece it together. Why are there only 2? Shouldn't there have been many by now? And you figure that the lobsters are trapped there, and any chance they have to try and breed and create more lobsters are thwarted by the fish eating the eggs.
Oh. Well, that's
Yeah, what you say.
unfortunate. Well, it doesn't seem like that's the natural order of things. Inyoka, what do you think? I mean, the fish might eat some of their eggs, but it seems like if they belonged here, I would think that they both fish and lobster would live. Be able to live.
Overhunt, too many predator.
Well, that's
Well,
a bit ironic considering what happened to the original lobster, right? Overhunted by the Aldani. Now the eggs themselves are overhunted. The balance is upset.
Oh, maybe we take some of the eggs and put them in some of the jugs, and we put them somewhere else.
Yeah, we could.
Does blood outside feed blood in here, or separate?
Well, I mean, back to what Kura wanted. We were supposed to, or she wanted to bring him back to the rivers near her village. But we should pray to Uptow, and maybe we would get some sort of sign that this would be what he would want. I'm gonna do that. I'm going to. First of all, is there offerings in this pond as well?
Make your perception check.
Perception again.
You do not spot K2 or Inyoka any gold or anything.
Okay. I'm going to go outside and how much do I have? I don't have much. I have 8 silver. I feel like we should leave more. Does someone have some that they...
Rock has 10 gold. I'll give you 5 gold.
What are you trying to do?
I'm going to make a I think not sacrifice, but a
Offering.
I'll
I'll give you 10 gold.
Okay, thank you.
Leopold will take off that silver old tarnished ring that he was given from the Aldani and hand it to K2 and say, offering.
Thank you. I'm going to go outside first and do a little prayer to Uptow there, and basically, offer this in good faith, and put in. I'm gonna do it in both places, just for good coverage. I'm gonna put the 10 gold in there, and I'll do the prayer and ask. Basically, in as short amount of words as possible, explain why we're here on behalf of Cora, and what we would like to do is take these crawfish or lobsters back to the river to repopulate there, and give the Eldani a chance to redeem themselves.
Okay, so K2, you wander out and you say a little prayer to Uptown. How much are you throwing in?
I'll put it all. I'll put in the 10 gold and the ring.
Okay.
Which I don't know how much it's worth.
As you finish saying your prayer, you hear footsteps around you. And you look up, and some creatures fall from the mouth of the cave. And while you guys are in there playing drums or whatever you do,
I was with him.
You were with him? Okay.
Yeah.
So Nyoka was there too, playing with the drums. And you recognize these creatures, as the one you initially met. The ones who initially attacked you before Cora interceded. And this one here, particularly larger than the other ones, they drop down and says, "What are you doing here?"
Before I speak, do I have any sense if they heard me praying to Uptown?
I think yes.
Okay. We are here on Cora's behalf to follow through with her wishes to bring back crawfish to your village and to try to repopulate there. I was, as you may have heard, praying to Updow to make sure that this is what he would want.
So what you are telling me is that you believed her lies.
What I'm telling you is that it does not hurt to try. And this seemed like as good a plan to reverse your curse. I mean, unless you have another plan to reverse your curse, why not
I'm
try
sorry?
this?
Curse? You think this form is a curse?
You tell me. That's what I got from Cora. She believed that it was a curse.
You believe her lies. Her job is to tend to the village's crops. That is her job. She's getting ideas above her station. And if you're here to follow through on her ludicrous plan to break this so-called curse when we consider it a blessing from Uptow, then you are surely mistaken and we cannot allow this to continue.
Then why are you here?
We knew that Cora had plans to come here, so we just came here just to make sure that nothing untowards would happen. The Aldani are strong and powerful people now. People laugh and mock us for our appearances, but the time of the Aldani has come. And her foolish visions and quests will only damage our cause. So, I suggest that you leave this cave and be on your way.
Let's see here. Inyoka, I don't recall what languages Inyoka speaks, so I'm gonna try speaking to you in Draconic, Inyoka, and say, what do you think? Do you speak Draconic?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, nice. Okay.
They in a way, I think we need finish. Give offering to Uptow. He not happy.
Yeah.
That his problem.
Yeah. I mean, if they're... really, I'm assuming that the followers of...
If you have things to say, I suggest you speak them out loud in a language we can all understand. You do not get to monologue. Leave this place, or there will be problems. If there are indeed iron lobsters inside here, as her prophecy is done, we will just destroy them, and this talk of breaking the curse will be over. So stop babbling in that language and be on your way.
I am going to kind of turn towards the cave and call out to our colleagues. And I'll say, yeah, well, let me get my colleagues. And I'll say, gentlemen!
Are you doing it in Draconian, or what are you doing it in?
I'll just say common. No, don't say in common.
Oh, you have companion. That is an excellent idea. Why don't we escort you inside? And they start coming together and trying to herd you towards the cave. Do you allow yourself to be herded, or what do you do?
You want them out? We call them out.
We're more sure that the lobsters... Yeah, let's go inside. Come. And it gives you a push in the back, Inyoka.
You first. We'll follow you in.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. After you, I insist. Make me a strength check, Inyoka. All right, game on. Okay, so who are you attacking, Inyoka? the big brute. Okay. So, you swing hard and it bounces off their shell. It is, well, we tried to resolve this peacefully, but if that is your way, then so be it. Now what I'm going to do is have all you guys there. See if I can officially say how far it's going to be.
Oh, man. Oh, wait, did that go? No. I did do advantage.
It goes...
Terrible.
So everybody roll into initiative. Zuma unfortunately didn't spot these creatures with its terrible perception of 7. They were sneakier than that. And we'll get to people who aren't on the outside in just a second. But you take your stick and you crack it over the top of the leader's. Kutu is his name. It doesn't go quite as well, just bounces off his shell. And let's get into it. Okay, Rock. At the moment, there's just a crack over the back of the shells. Can you make me a perception check, please, to see if you can hear what's going on?
Yes.
Okay, 17. Yes, you do. Now, what do? You hear there's some type of commotion, some type of kerfuffle out there. What do you do?
I say, it sounds like K2 and Yoko are in trouble. Let's go. And I start running out of the cave.
Okay, it's quite a distance. You start running as quick as you can down the cave, and you're about halfway down there. So it's going to take basically 2 rounds to get to them.
Even if I dash, can I dash?
That's including a dash.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Salida, with Rock's excellent perception, does the same thing and starts hurtling down the cave. The one that you've just hit says, well, we were interested in the lobsters, but if you're going to do this, then so be it. And slashes twice at you with its claws. Nyoka, whose AC is 17. That will be 2 hits for a total of 20 points of damage. And make me a athletics or acrobatics checks. 2 of them, in fact. 2 athletics and acrobatics. Good. So it tries to the brute tries to grab you in its claws and hold on to, but despite the massive blow you just took for 20 points of damage, you slip out of it. Leopold, you hear Anyoka scream. What do you do?
Follow Rock.
Okay.
And I'll give Rock a combat inspiration.
Okay. So the bardic combat inspiration, excellent. So it's running down there as quick as you can. The other Aldani next to them, not quite as big as the other one. He too is going to make 2 claw attacks against you. A natural 1 and 11. So that one misses you. So you slip out of the way. This one runs over to K2. Said, you should have listened to Kutu. Only interested in the lobsters. And with K2's armor class of 19, that's going to be 1 hit. Oh, much better. Only 4 points of damage. And can you make me an athletics or acrobatics check?
Okay. It will be in athletics here.
Oh, you get it's chomps its claws onto you, and you are in this thing's claws. Okay, Nyoka.
Okay. So we will go for him again.
Okay, same big guy, yep. Oh, this time the bludgeoning do go through and you get a good hit on him as you thump the rainstick of Umbala down onto him for 14 points of damage. Nice.
Okay, and then this.
Unarmed strike, 17 as you punch him for 7 points of bludgeoning damage. Very good.
And Zuma gets to come in afterwards.
Okay.
So we'll go there.
Comes dive bomb attack and doesn't hit. Okay. K2.
All right. Let's see. So he's basically, I can still attack. I'm just grappled, so can't move.
That's right.
Okay. I'm going to try to stab the one that is holding on to me. I'm going to use Booming Blade to do this. Booming Blade. So 13 hit.
13 does not hit and just bounces off its thick carapace.
Okay.
Swing and a miss.
All right. I'm going to. Actually, that's all I'm going to do. I will just do that, and I'll hang tight there. I know my comrades will save us.
Carrick, you join the dash down.
I will do the dash down.
Okay.
Can I get to here?
No,
No,
you can get to here halfway through the cave.
Okay, I didn't know where I was really at, so okay.
Yeah. So it's like quite a distance to where you were before, and it's going to take you 2 rounds to get basically where the map shows you are now. So it's a long run, especially with your friends in danger.
So what I'm hearing you say is, that's my turn. Okay.
That is what I'm saying. The fourth Oldani comes up and tries to attack you, K2. One of them hits with a dirty 20 for 9 points of slashing damage.
Oh, I'm gonna put shield up. That's all right.
Nice.
On that.
So in that case, that one doesn't hit you, and your shield shimmers up, protects you, and you're good. So that one doesn't hit. Ruck, you continue running down here, and now you are actually here on the map. But that's going to take another action to get there. So that's your turn. Sleeda, same thing. She appears here. Now,
Just hang on tight. We'll be right there, guys.
the Kutu, as he was referred to, takes another shot at you and Yoka. And does an 18 hit in Yoka? It does, yeah. So, once again, not as much damage, but still 4 points of slashing damage, which is the least I can do. And also make me a grapple athletics or acrobatics in Yoka. Ooh, the claws wrap around you, and you are held firm. Leopold, bounding down. You are actually here on the map now, but that would be your turn. This Aldani next to Inyoka is going to take 2 claw attacks. One of them is going to hit with an 18 for 4 points of damage, and make me another athletics or acrobatics check, Inyoka. Okay, so he doesn't get a hold of you, but Nyoka, you're looking pretty rough, but we'll hopefully deal with that in a second. So this one's got a firm grip on you, K2, and it looks up into your face, and you can see the human characteristics in there. It says, "Tell me, robot, can you breathe underwater?" And throws you into the water, and you immediately sink below the water. Yep.
Okay. I was gonna say, I'm just gonna pretend that I'm struggling because I don't need to breathe, so I'll make it seem like he's doing a good job.
Okay. So that's going to be just his movement to drag you under the water, and I'll actually give him 1 attack while he's got these claws around you, but he misses. But you are... I don't know if I have how deep it actually is. 30 feet. You sink to the bottom like a heavy robot does, and you're 30 feet below the surface of the water. And Yoka.
Do I need to do a check first to break free?
If you want to use your action to do that, yes.
Actually, let's go a little crazy. Let's try for a headbutt.
All right.
Is that considered an unarmed strike?
Yeah. Excuse me.
Bless you.
And crack onto it, but once again, very hard to get through the shell. It just bounces off.
Do I? Is that considered a monk weapon?
Sure, just for flavour. Yep, so if you want to use your bonus action to do it again, go for it.
Jesus.
Push! Push! Trying to break the hold and it just cracks off its carapace.
Alright, and then Zuma will swoop in.
On the big guy, it does hit the big guy for 9 points of damage. Nice one, Zuma. And Kutu goes and tries to swipe at Zuma, but Zuma's far too quick and just floats away. K2, looking like you can't breathe. Which, in fact, you can't breathe, so you're doing a good impression. What do? You're 30 feet under the water.
Alright, I think I cannot do, oh wait, somatic. Oh, so I could do Booming Blade because it's not verbal, right? So...
But yeah, if that's true, then yes.
I almost forgot. Oh no, I missed him. Sorry, I was thinking I hit him and he would with booming blade. So I am going to try to stab him with my longsword with booming blade. Let's try that.
Okay, and
so he assuming 24 hits, he would take 7, and if he moves, it'll be 4. Thunder.
Right, let me just check something.
Okay. It's thunder, I believe. Oh, but if it's underwater, I can see. Let's see.
Okay, so, yep, so you can cast it, because there is no verbal component. But yeah, you slash at your longsword, the longsword hits, cuts deep into this creature, and you hear a muted boom under the water as well, as this thing cracks around. And 15 points of damage, is that right?
Oh no, it's 7 and 4 if he moves.
7. Okay.
Yeah, 4 is only if he is. Is he moving? Is he moving me still, or are we at the bottom?
You're at the bottom.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So some underwater fighting. Actually, regardless, that's a disadvantage. Hard to swing your longsword under the water, so roll that again.
Okay.
And we'll just see if you're at disadvantage in this.
All right.
Take it all back, gets a 7 hit points back. It's too hard to get purchase on your longsword. Alright, and that means Booming Blade doesn't apply, right? If he moves, because you missed.
Right. Yep.
Carrick! Running! Let's say you appear just behind the other ones, right there. That is your turn, though. Okay.
Can I do a bonus action?
Sure.
Can I cast Hunter's Mark on this creature?
Sure can. So yeah, you'll get sighted as you're running down, and you cast Hunter's Mark, and it gets illuminated by your mark, and you know it'll be a very good thing to hit this person as your Hunter's Mark is applied. Okay, cool, nice one. This Aldani swoops now next to the grappled Inyoka. 3-on-1. Swings once with its claws, twice with its claws. And then Inyoka, you're 17, correct?
Yep.
Okay, so the 17 will hit and do another 8 points of slashing damage to Inyoka, who by all accounts is looking incredibly rough at the moment. Rock, you finally join the battle proper, and you are exactly here. What would you like to do?
Yay! So I clearly don't. I hear something, but I don't see anything. So I'm gonna go than 20 and see what's going on here, and go there, and then who is grappling him? Do I see him grappled? Is it the big guy?
Yes, the
Hulk
big
Hogan?
guy.
Okay. So on Hulk Hogan, I will use. I just had here for a second. My abjure enemy. So I choose Hulk Hogan to use this on. I'll just copy and paste it here. He has to make a wisdom saving throw or he is frightened.
Okay. So doing the Hulk Hogan flex, wisdom saving throw, rolls a 4.
Nice.
So he is frightened, and his speed is reduced to 0. And
Okay.
it doesn't look as if there's any saves after this. Just plain old frightened.
Yeah.
I think you can't move close to him or something. He has to. If he moves, he always has to move away from him.
Well,
Until he takes damage, it says.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay, so speed is 0. It's gonna, as long as it can see rock, it will have disadvantage on its rolls. But it can't actually move. So, okay, cool. Is that an action? Okay, so you abjure this enemy. Very good.
And then as a bonus action, I cast shield on Inyoka.
Okay, that is concentration. Got it.
And that's it.
Okay, nice move though. Nice. Salida pops out of the cave, and she swings around here and says, "Where is K2? I do not have eyes on K2." And she gets out a short bow, takes a shot, but the shot just flies over the top. Doesn't hit anything. She's, damn it! Can't get a beat on these people. And the leader Kutu is just cowering at the sight of Rak. And he's going to attack. Still attack Inyoka twice, but this time at disadvantage. Ooh. One of them hits. He rolled a 17. Oh, no, with the shield. It was a 17 and a 13. So looks like it's about to hit you, but the shield of faith protects you. So well done, whoever cast that. It just bounces off. Okay. Leopold. So you're
I'll
right
pick on
here.
my jungle friends.
Yep.
I'm gonna go here and look around for K2 and look in the water. So do I do some kind of check?
Yep, make a perception check. I'm going to say that you don't see it because there are no bubbles coming from K2 and no bubbles coming from the Eldani. So you look around, you don't see.
Take a step back, and then I will throw my boomerang at at this guy right here.
Okay. It hits. Gets through its carapace and 3 points of damage as the boomerang. Does it come back? No, it doesn't. It hits and falls to the ground. Yep.
That's it for me.
Okay, cool. Now they're going to keep on wailing on Inyoka. So functional AC of 19 now. 2 claw attacks. One's a dirty 20, which will hit for 9 points of slashing damage, Inyoka. Does that drop you?
Yep, that puts me out.
Okay. We could have resolved this peacefully, but you had to go there. Okay. This Eldani, while it's got you in its claws, it's going to attack you twice. I'm going to say, since it's used to being under the water, knows how to use its claws underwater, so it won't be at disadvantage. But regardless, with 2 9s on the dice, it misses both times. K2. And Yorkia, make me a death saving throw. Okay, 1 failure. K2.
I'm going to. I'm gonna try to break free this time. See how that goes.
Okay, make an athletics or acrobatics. This will be your action though, just so you know. Yes, you break free.
Okay. And I'm going to. I know I'll get a attack of opportunity, but I'm gonna. You know what? No, I'm just gonna stay there. I'll stay there. Just
Okay.
breathe.
But you are free. Okay, Carrick.
Muted myself. I think somehow my character sheet is not tied to Roll20 again, but I will sort that out here in just a second. Back to this. Okay, I'm going to run down. Right, and 10, 15, 20, 25. All right, over there. All right, I'm going to swing my longsword at this creature.
We'll get to that after this turn, Anyoka. Okay, so swing your longsword.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's. All right, I'm just going to roll it on here. I don't know how that happened because we retied it last game, but for some reason it's not tied. So I will just roll a d20. Terrible.
That was a long walk, so just a horrible, horrible hit.
Yes. Okay. Well, that was spectacular. Guess that's what I'm doing.
Okay, so this Aldani that is hunted, marked by... Who was it? Somebody. Carrick, I think. Oh yeah, Zuma. Zuma does a flyby and misses. So, okay, cool. Now let me just do a quick bit of rule lawyering here for a sec. Okay. This Aldani says, give him to me, Kuto. And Kuto effectively hands over the body of Anyoka to this brute and throws Anyoka into the murky water, and Anyoka sinks 30 feet below the surface. That's its turn. No attacks of opportunity there. Rock!
That is not good. So I want to try and save Anyoka.
Okay.
But I'll sink to the bottom. So he's like his body even doesn't even float, just sinks.
Yep.
Because most of the bodies I've thrown in the waters in real life float. I usually have to lay them down.
Wait, what?
I'm kidding. So I go here. I don't know if that guy gets an opportunity attack.
Nope.
Because I want to see if I can see Anyoka's body.
You're going to need to make a perception check, and you're going to have to beat a 20. He's in very dark, murky water, so the DC to see him is 20. Oh!
Nice.
Wow!
I got no bonus. I got no bonus on that either. So.
So you catch the merest glimmer of Anyoka as he's floating to the bottom.
Okay, so I jump in.
Okay. And that will get an attack of opportunity as you jump in. Just going to take a swipe at you with the claw in the back. And it rolls a 21. So that it will hit, and 3 points of slashing damage right across the back as you go in. And make a Constitution saving throw. Okay, you maintain concentration on the Shield of Faith on Anyoka.
And so, when I jump in, is that my action, or can I, do
It's
something when I get through it?
just movement. So you just moved. thought we can
So
say
I
you
get-
jump down and you float right to the bottom, and you've got sights on your Nyoka the whole way down. Do you want to go? Is that what you wanted to do? Go into the water?
Yes.
Okay.
And I want to lay hands on my buddy
By using which spell?
by using my lay on hands as a paladin.
Oh, I was about to deny you a cure wounds, but lay on hands, I don't think, requires any verbal components.
As I touch them. Here, I'll post it.
Yeah, that works.
Okay, so I give him 15 hit points.
Okay, you are back in Yoka.
Thank you.
Of course.
I was wondering how you guys would solve this problem, but a natural 20 and lay on hands without requiring verbal components.
Very
Fuck.
nice.
Well done.
It's all
Well
it's
done.
all fate. It's all fate, my friends. We can't lose in Yoka. Come on.
That's inspirational.
I agree, that is inspirational. I have a DM's inspiration. Especially
Thank
when I
you.
set it up, this is super hard, it's going to require a DC 20. And you had that 5% chance and you pulled it off. Well done.
And thank you, Leopold. I still have that bardic inspiration, right? So I got a. Rock's not too smart, and Mike's not too smart either, so I gotta remember that. So that's my turn.
Okay, great turn. Great turn. Slita says, Leopold, Karak, I guess it's us versus these creatures. Let's do our best. She gets out her short bow, takes another shot with her short bow, and this one once again fires over the top, doesn't reach its mark, and she says, damn it! And this one is still frightened. It hasn't... Who's it frightened of? It's frightened of Rock, isn't it? I'm going to
is
give it
correct.
I'm going to give it the same roll. If it rolled a 20, it would see you. It doesn't see you, so it's not technically frightened at the moment. But it'll swing round and go for Karak. The source of its fear is not in its eyes, so these two will be two straight rolls. Ooh, a double 23. Anything you can do about that, Karak?
Sorry, I'm still trying to figure out my thing. No, there's really
16 points of damage. And
Okay.
make 2 athletics checks, please. I think I can probably see your rolls in the game log for...
okay.
Just make your attacks. I should be able to see them, even if they're not coming through to roll 20.
All right, hold on. I've navigated away from the sheet. Let me get back to it here. Okay. And you said athletic?
Yep, I assume you're better at athletics than acrobatics.
Yep.
They are coming through. I see you rolled an 18, so that dodges the first one. You need to make 2 though.
Second one.
11. No. This huge brute Kutu grabs its claws, latches them around you, and you are grappled. You are unable to move. Yeah, let's throw him in the water as well. These things are pathetic. Leopold.
Alright, Leopold will go there.
Mm-hmm.
He'll do something like
Ooh.
that emanating from him, the Thunder Wave at 2nd level.
Nice. So that'll definitely get all 3 of those guys as a thunder wave. Echoes around.
If they
Okay.
don't pass their save, they get knocked back 10 feet away. If they pass their save, they take half damage.
Okay, so let's start with the big guy. And what save was it? Con save? 13?
13.
The big brute makes it. Let's do the 2 other ones. The 2 other ones do not. So the big guy takes 8 points of damage and is not knocked
And
back.
I use my reaction to cast Silvery Barge to make him re-roll that. Or is actually taking on my turn 2 spells, I have to do it off my turn. I don't know how that works.
Yeah, that would be 2 leveled spells. So no.
But this is a reaction, though. That's why I was asking. I don't know. So you call it, and he's going to jump 10 feet away with his bunny hop, so no reaction, attack, and then he'll move over to here.
Let me sort out these
And
guys
you
first.
figure that out, and I'll let you figure that out.
Well, these two guys get knocked back 10 feet regardless. No, I think that'd be okay, because you can use shield as a reaction.
Okay.
I don't see why not. So this guy needs to make another Constitution save.
Yep.
Uh,
And then I'll give Carrick advantage on his next attack roll. Or yeah, because I can. That's why I switch it to somebody else for ability check.
Okay, so the lower roll, he still passes. He rolled a dirty 20.
And then Carrick can re-roll his next attack or ability check.
You then choose a different creature. So who are you choosing? Carrick. Okay, so Carrick will have advantage.
Thank you,
on his
Leopold.
next attack. So it's just one attack. It's not for the round, just one attack. But nice. So Thunderwave claps off. The two smaller ones get knocked back. They curse. They get ready to launch again. But well done. And which they will do. They'll come back and attack the grappled Carrick, slashing out with their two claws. Ooh, Carrick, your armor class is
19.
19, so one of them will hit for 8 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
How you looking, Carrick? Yeah, I got that. Okay, cool. So, I didn't have this quite right. Okay, cool. So, yeah, slashing into him. The Eldani at the bottom of the water, you're no longer grappled. Once again, these things are creatures of the water with a swim speed. 2 attacks, no disadvantage. A dirty 20 will hit, and you take 8 points of slashing damage, K2, and make an athletics or acrobatics check.
8 points. Okay, and athletics. Ah!
He's got hold of you again.
Alright.
And then a bulbing voice is, "Lad, you're not going anywhere." Okay, so that's its turn in Yoka. You're lying on the bottom of the pond. You're no longer grappled. But your shield is up. What do you do?
Okay, so I assume I have to swim up to the top.
Do you have
So
a
if
swim
I'm-
speed?
On my next level up, it won't. I don't think it'll impact me. But I think I have a normal swim speed of whatever the normal thing is.
Be half your normal speed. If you take the dash action, you could get there, up onto the surface of the water.
Yep,
But
I'll
that
have to
would be-
do that.
Okay, so swimming to the top, it's hard going, which is why it's half movement. But with a dash action, you get to the 30 feet to the top. And that will be your turn. Okay.
Gazuma's going to attack this guy.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Boop. We're not.
10. So flyby, whoosh, doesn't hit. Okay. K2, grappled at the bottom of the pond again.
Alright, I'm gonna have to try to stab this guy again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that misses regardless. Should have been at disadvantage, but you try and stab
Yeah,
him.
sorry.
It misses. Oh,
Sorry, that was me.
Carrick, yeah.
I was testing my Chrome. It's okay. I'm connected again. Sorry, guys.
I was going to say, I don't remember K2 using a javelin, so... so K2
Alright,
at disadvantage.
Alright, I will use my booming blade again. Let's see here, disadvantage. There it is.
Ooh. I don't know if it booms or not, but that's definitely a swing and a miss.
Okay. Dang it.
Does that use it? I imagine that uses a spell slot as well. You effectively wasted.
No, it's a cantrip.
Oh, it's a cantrip. Okay, cool. So, misses. Okay, is that your turn, K2? You can't move.
That is my turn. Yep.
Okay, Carrick, thanks to Silvery Barb, you have advantage on your first attack.
Or for your ability check if you try to break the grapple, but then you lose your attack. So it's just kind of heads up.
Yeah, I'm trying to debate. Let's see here. Can I do this? Because it seems like I can do this. I'm contemplating my breath weapon.
I was gonna say breath weapon might not be a bad idea. You can get a couple of them, maybe.
There it is.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'll say you could get all 3 from there.
Oh yeah. All right.
Now, Leopold,
Okay.
does he still get advantage on his next attack, or does it happen before your have to happen before your next turn?
It just happens for his next attack or his next ability check. So it just keeps going if he doesn't do anything.
Okay, so this is neither, so you've still got that advantage in the bank. So what do these guys need to do? Carrick?
Let's see. This is a wisdom.
Okay, let's do the big guy first. Wisdom. He rolls a 3.
Yeah, that'll work.
And his 2 buddies. Wisdom.
Sorry,
What's the
I said
DC?
wisdom, I meant dexterity. I apologize. So it's a 12.
It's a 12. Their wisdom and their dex. The dex is slightly worse. Yeah, still just the big. Oh, well, you do 1 point of force damage anyway, right? So everybody takes 1 regardless. They make their save. They don't make their save.
I didn't even see my roll. That's terrible.
That is terrible. Okay, so maybe you knocked them down with your bad breath or something, Carrick. Okay, any bonus weapons, Carrick?
No, that's
Bonus
it.
actions? Okay. Okay, this Aldani comes over the top here and says, get back in there. And he gets a massive boot and tries to kick Inyoka back into the water. And, but he rolls a 6 on his strength check. So if you can do an athletics greater than a 6, Inyoka, you're good. Oh! Sploosh! And you sink to the bottom again. Rock! Inyoka lands next to you once again.
I'm just looking like like so I try and swim to the top.
Okay. Say you get there, well, you kind of from the map you're halfway on, but you're out of the water and that's it.
Okay, do I have eye contact with Hulk Hogan? Can he see me as I try and give him the stink eye?
Yeah. Yep, you
Make
give
him
him a
frightened?
stink eye. He is frightened
Make him-
again.
Okay.
Yeah, the source of his fear is there, so you're good. Okay, Selida will go for the Hulk Hogan. She has advantage. Oh, no, she doesn't have advantage. He has disadvantage. And she misses again, says, God damn it, I can't hit anything today. She rolls a 5. The Aldani Brute. So this guy is going to start wailing on Karak again. At disadvantage. Oh, and he rolls a 22 and a 7. So one attack was a 22 and the next attack was a 7. So 22 will hit. And he claws
He doesn't
you.
get disadvantage on that?
Yeah, he rolled a
Oh,
he rolled a 24 and a 22 on one attack
ouch.
and a 7 and a natural 20 for the other attack. So at least you avoid the natural 20. But regardless, you take another 4 points of slashing damage, Karak, as this thing... And you're already grappled, so we'll leave it at that. Actually, kind of good Selida. Actually, he took damage, didn't he? From the breath weapon.
Oh yeah, and he took it from my thunder wave.
Okay, so he's not frightened. But we'll just... I'm not going to redo all those rolls. So there we go, but he's no longer frightened. Hey, Leopold.
Hey, boomerang on the big guy then.
Okay, boomerang. back in your hand. Miss.
That's it for now.
Okay. The Eldani is gonna wail on Crack. 2 attacks. A dirty 20 will hit for 9 points of slashing damage on Crack. Let's keep this guy out of the water. Let's beat him to death. And the Eldani down there with K2 will attack twice with his claws.
Hey Malcolm, can I wanted to impose real quick. I wanted to double check if you couldn't do verbal components on water, and I just put something from Jeremy Crawford in Discord. Obviously your call, but he says that there's no rule prohibits verbal components. So I'm guessing you don't have to actually. I guess you're mouthing it maybe, and it doesn't actually have to be audible.
But there is a thing, you're not holding your breath underwater. So you might start drowning.
And that would be okay for K2.
Oh, okay. So let's not worry about it for K2 then. So no... Okay, but I think in general though, if you did it, you're going to start drowning if you cast a verbal component underwater. Not in K2's case. That's a good rule clarification. Thank you.
Malcolm, what damage did you say that Kirk took?
9.
9? Okay, that's way better than 20.
So my next question, Malcolm, may I retroactively cast a sanctuary spell on me from the prior turn, which is a bonus action? I would have done that, I just didn't think I could.
Sure. So you cast Sanctuary on yourself. There is no concentration on that. And now this Eldani was attacking you. So 17 would normally hit. Oh no, it wouldn't. It missed twice anyway.
Oh, okay, good. Yay.
Yeah, but you are sanctuaried up. And it misses regardless. So actually, let's see if it would have made its wisdom saving throw anyway. Otherwise it needs to choose a different target. Oh, wisdom saving throw first. Oh, rolls a natural 1, so it tries to hit you and doesn't even make the attempt. Okay, and Yoka, back at the bottom of the pool.
Alright, so I'm assuming I'm going to push myself off the bottom.
Mm-hmm. Dash action to the top.
Shoot, I guess I have to, huh?
Okay, so you take the swim to the surface again, and you're right back at the top where you started.
Don't forget your bird buddy.
Yep.
Oh, yep.
Damn it.
Zuma.
And Yoka dice broken.
I think Salida could react. She hasn't hit anything either. Okay, so you swim to the top. Zuma whoosh, zooms by. No attack, no hit. K2, you are sanctuaried and grappled.
All right, well then I will not blow my sanctuary by attacking. Instead, I will try to break the grapple.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Let me check the DC. Nope, that's enough to break the grapple.
Woo! All right, I'm going to try to swim diagonally towards the surface. I know I'll get an opportunity, he'd still have to roll, but
Okay.
for the wisdom check. You could,
what's the D? It fails, so it doesn't even try to hit you.
all right, so how far can I get? If I'm kind of swimming diagonally, thinking with the thought that it's sloping up, maybe. So I can...
We'll say you get to there, but you're still 15 feet below the surface. Okay. Carrick. Getting wild on a little bit there, buddy. What do you do?
Let's see. It takes an action for me to try to get away.
To break the grapple, yes.
Alright, that's what I will try to do. Is that athletics, did you say?
Does he get advantage for this, Leopold?
He does. This is his first roll.
Okay, so you may add an athletics check at advantage.
Right. Let's see here.
Okay, you
Oops,
break the
sorry.
grapple.
Good. Okay. Awesome. All right. So I'm out. Can I move away also?
Yeah, if you don't mind 3 attacks of opportunity.
I'm gonna do it. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right. I'm gonna move to here.
So your AC is 19. Okay, the big brute takes a swipe at you with its claw. Misses. The two other ones take a swipe at you as well. And they all miss!
Yes!
So you slip out of them. I think probably mostly thanks to Leopold's silvery barb. They just can't get a grip on you and you slip away. That's your action,
you,
your
Leopold.
movement. Any bonus?
Nope, that's it for now.
Okay. I'm going to have to do it. And Yolka is going to try and kick you back down. And he rolls a 10. Oh, man. Back down into the water. It says. Ruck, you are up on the surface, though. What do you do?
I'm gonna attack this lobster bastard.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use my bardic inspiration on the hit. So is that a D6 I use on that?
You can choose afterwards, and if you hit, you can apply damage, or you can apply extra number to hit. He doesn't have to tell you if you hit. You just decide if you hit, and you roll extra numbers to try to hit, or you can do for damage.
Okay, so roll your dice. Do you use your bardic inspiration?
No, not to hit.
Good decision.
I will roll damage, and then I will do Divine Smite.
Okay, who had this thing Hunter's marked?
That was Carrick.
Yep, correct.
I think technically Hunter's Mark is a concentration spell, but we'll just leave it for now. So 25 does hit, 12 points of damage. Okay, and you're going to smite it as well?
Yep.
So another 9 points of damage. Okay, so you charge up your sword with a holy energy, crash into it, and additional 9 points of damage. He's looking rough.
And you can
Alright,
use the
so
D6 if you want.
Yeah, I'll use the D6
Oh.
Bardic Inspiration to get some lobster here at Red Lobster.
Oh, he's looking even worse. I think Leopold can get half credit for that. So, yeah, well done. Nice. Good combo attack. This one is looking by far the most damaged. And assuming you stay there, Salida says,
Yep.
Thanks for softening him up. I will finish him with a short bow. And she hits. But she only does 2 points of damage. Oh, wait a minute. No, she has more than that. Okay, her short bow, she pulls back her short bow, gets an absolute beauty of a hit. It goes through the eye of this Aldani, and you notice this, the arrow is coated in something green, and the Aldani starts grabbing, trying to wipe this stuff off its face, but eventually it falls to the ground dead. That's how we do it! Okay. So that guy's dead. This guy will go to Rock. And attempt to throw you in the water. It's got a 14 strength. So beat that on your athletics check, Rock.
So do I do an athletics check or a strength check?
I'm going to do that as my reaction. He has to re-roll it, and then I'll give advantage to Rock. And he's got to take the lowest roll.
Okay, so 10.
And then Rock, you have advantage on this attack, this thing.
Okay, so make an athletics check at advantage and beat a 10. Okay, even without advantage. Oh, it's Leopold.
Thank you, Leopold.
I think he said something like, "Break out the butter, boys!"
It's lobster feast.
Yep.
Yeah.
It sounds a little different. We can hear you.
I can hear you typing.
Yeah.
You're kind of echoey, but we hear you.
I can't hear you. Oh, wait, I think I'm back. Say something.
Yeah, we can hear you. We heard you just handed us all Vorpal weapons. That's cool. Thanks. Man.
I was going to say, we're back at max hit point.
Don't remember saying that. I don't know what happened. I couldn't hear you guys, but we're good now. Okay, so this Aldani brute is going to take its second attack, having failed to throw him into the water, but it's a swing and a miss as he rolls a 16. No hit. Leopold.
Just to mix it up, I'm going to say to the big one, we're going to be eating good tonight! And do a vicious mockery.
Okay, so you viciously mock him. He needs to make a wisdom saving throw. He rolls a 5. So
Takes 3, and he gets disadvantage on his next attack.
Just an attack?
I believe so.
Next attack, okay. Yep, that's what it
Yep.
says. So disadvantage. No longer afraid. Okay, Leopold,
And
nice.
then I will say to Rock, get out the crackers! And I'll give him, or not like the cracker, for the lobster, and I'll give him another bardic inspiration.
Nice.
Very nice. Okay, cool. Okay, another nice round by Leopold. It's kind of... He's going to swing around here. He's going to attempt to climb over this rock. It's going to make it a DC 5. We'll just roll a 20. And he jumps over top of this rock, no problem. Jumps down right next to Karak. Bearing its claws once again. Attacks twice. And Karak, your armor class is 19. It rolls an 18 and a 17. Could have been a lot worse, but both of them miss. The underwater Aldani. Now, as Inyoka lands right next to him, he's going to attack Inyoka twice down there, no disadvantage. And there was a 21 and a 14. Inyoka, you're still at 19 armor class. That's 1 hit point. And 5 points of slashing damage. Who's concentrating on the shield for Inyoka?
Rock.
Rock, so we'll put that concentration on you. Okay, cool. So yeah, landing back down into the water yet again, you get slashed by this Aldani. And Yoka, what do you do? At disadvantage because you're underwater. And 11 bounces off its hard carapace hide. Anything else in Yoka? Yeah, I'm muted if you didn't know.
Right, so we'll try and kick at him while we're under there.
You do successfully land the kick, and he recoils back.
Man. He's swooping in at this guy.
And he swoops in and gets a nice claw rake across his back, and he takes 6 points of damage. Nice. Okay, K2.
Okay.
Hey, has anyone seen K2? He's like he just disappeared or something.
I'm hiding. So I'm 15 feet down. Does it take? Would it only take 15 movement to get up, or does it take more?
You could take your full, just a movement to get there.
Okay.
That's your movement gone.
Inyoka is below me at 15 feet?
He's below you at 30 feet. He's on the bottom again.
Might as well get those coins while you're down there, Yoko.
Yeah. I think I lost a ring. Now I'm going to... well, this will help him. I have... I thought these guys were a lot tougher than I thought. I'm going to cast my divine... or channel divinity.
They're only tough because we can't hit.
Maybe that's what it is. So I will not cast, but use my channel divinity to create my 30-foot radius aura. And
Okay, nice.
and hopefully that'll get everybody. So that was my action. see. Is anybody looking? I know I can't see Anyoka. Is anyone else looking beat up? Rock, you look like you're full strength here on your token.
Yep.
But
Well, I'm down 3. I'm gonna change that. But
oh, okay. I was you look okay then. It looks like everybody's okay.
I'm not too bad.
Okay. I'm gonna cast. Sorry, I'm gonna cast spiritual weapon, and I'm going to attack this guy over here.
Okay, that will remove your sanctuary.
Yep, that's okay.
What does your spiritual weapon look like?
It's actually it's a sword. Oh no, it was like a moon-shaped sickle.
So I can find
The
the
Grim
sickle.
Reaper.
No, don't say that. It's moon. It's moon. It looks like a moon. Don't say that, Rock. No.
That's the closest I can find, but
All right. And does a 17 hit?
let me just give you control of that. We'll put it up that way because it looks better. And controlled by K2. Which one are you attacking?
This one. This one still looking frightened.
You got to go for the. No, he's not afraid of anything. He's a brute.
Huh?
Oh, okay. Probably shouldn't know that. Then I would attack this guy.
Okay, and a
Yeah, when you
17
come up,
does hit.
get the big one.
And yeah, your sickle cuts a slice off. 7 points of force damage.
Okay, very good. And that'll be my turn. I'll take some temporary hit points for that.
Okay, just a sec. Okay, K2, as you get your spiritual weapon up in your channel divinity, you notice you see ripples on the ball, just on the punters, badoosh, 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 as you hear a loud thumping sound, and a creature that looks half alive comes running through. It looks very similar to the Spinosaurus that you attacked before, and almost horrifically you see Cora come on the scene too, her back plainly twisted, and she's almost running with her whole head tilted back, very obviously not alive, as they join in the battle. So
I'm gonna call out. Head to the cave. It's gonna be bad.
I just need to do one more thing here.
Oh, we can't abandon Anyoka though. He's into the water.
Let's go now. Okay, so that was K2's turn.
I think that saved Carrick last time to be in the water, so that's not necessarily a bad thing, Yoka. Just stay down there, buddy.
Get my turn order organized here. So that was K2. And Yoka.
All right. So
At disadvantage. So 18 will hit for 14 points of damage as you manage to stab him with your quilla. So 14 damage, nice. And a 15. Shame you missed those natural 20s, but that hits as well for 5 points. You're finding your inspiration as you punch and kick and stab this creature. You know, some of its thick black bud are doing this. Your Zoomer zooms past, doesn't get an attack. Carrick.
Alright, with the terrain, could I, I'll just do this. Let's see whether or not I can do it. Can I do my breath weapon on these two guys?
I think that's the perfect angle. Yes, you can.
Alrighty then. So I'm gonna do that. Let's see if this will work here.
Ooh. And was it Dick saving throws?
Yes, it is 12.
The
Nice.
smaller one fails. The bigger one fails. Nice. So both of them take 10 points of force damage. Much better than that natural one you had before.
Yeah, that was terrible. All right, and then I'm gonna look over where. Oh yeah, K2, and I'm like, okay, I'm going for the cave. So I didn't move, so I'm gonna run into the to the cave.
Okay, it's going to take a reaction attack against you. No, it was a 14, so you're fine.
Awesome. All right, I'm not gonna run my full movement. I'm gonna try to like help with retreat. I'm gonna move back to I don't know here.
Okay. Cora looking not quite with it. She's going to rush over here. Attack Leopold. Oops. She normally has spell attacks, but she's not going to have them in her undead form. She's going to claw twice at Leopold. Rolling a 22 and a 13. So one of those will hit for 6 points of slashing damage. And make me a athletics or acrobatics check, please, Leopold.
Nice.
16, so you dodge out the way, no problem. From above, you don't really know what's happening, but high above from the rock, from the heart of Ubtao, you notice 3 little magical arrows almost come flying down from above. What's going on here? You don't know. But you notice them thump into the dinosaur, the undead dinosaur, and it takes 12 points of damage. What's going on? Strange. Rock.
I attacked the brute
Okay.
with my longsword.
Ooh, not good.
Alright, I really don't want to run away. I have a bardic inspiration now. 'Cause I had a high on
One's always going to miss.
Yeah. Alright. I'll stay there.
Okay.
My turn.
This undead zombie comes, and from above the top of the cliff, it bears down onto Leopold. Okay, and it tries to bite Leopold. Does 18 hit Leopold? It does.
It does, but I'm going to cast Silvery Barbs.
Let's make it roll again. Okay. So where's my Spinosaurus? It's going to take another bite attack. And it rolls a 19.
It hits. And then I'll give myself advantage.
Okay. So you take 20 points of piercing damage. And make me an athletics or acrobatics check. Okay, so you manage to miss its maw. It then comes at you with a claw attack. And that misses. But getting a little bit wrecked there. So that's Spinosaurus' turn. Salida. Salida says, I'm coming, Leopold! And she swings round the undead Cora. She brings out her scimitar and just starts hacking at this dinosaur. But she can't pierce through its thick leathery hide. A little help over here! A little help! And this guy here sees one of his fallen comrades. He's going to say, to hell with this. And he's going to take the disengage action. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And take off running over there.
Do I
Leopold!
get an opportunity attack?
Nope, because he took the disengage action.
Okay.
I will also take the disengage action.
Okay.
That is a super good idea. And then I'm going to go into the mouth of the cave because I think that's. Let me map that out again. I think that was 30 feet. And then I will take a little bunny hop into the cave 10 feet.
Okay, so just go 10 feet to the north, Leopold. And we'll know that you're in the cave in that position. Okay, so dashing out the way, having taken 20 points of damage. Pretty messy.
And then I'll say, and I have one more bardic inspiration, and I'll yell at Carrick. I don't think we're having lobster, but the cave looks really good. And give him a bardic inspiration. I can't think of anything better to say. So.
Okay. All right. So this old Darnie sees this guy running away. He's going to do the same thing. Actually, no, he's not. He's not going to do the sensible thing. Disengage action. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Going to attempt to scale that wall there by making an athletics check, and he just bounds up. So he's right there now. Okay, underwater Aldani though doesn't know what the hell is happening. We'll attack K2 twice. Not K2, Inyoka. Inyoka's whose AC is 19. So that'll be 1 hit for 6 points of damage, and make an athletics or acrobatics check.
Inyoka, I don't know if you got it, but you had 4 temp hit points from your last turn. And in Carrick, you had 8, and Rock, you had 6.
I got it. Thank you.
Okay.
That's awesome.
All right.
You say 8 temporary hit points?
Yeah, you got 8.
Nice. Take it.
Then you took 6 points of damage, Inyoka, and I need an athletics or acrobatics from you. Ooh, it's got you in its claws, holding you down there. Okay. K2, you're up on the surface of the land, I believe.
Yep.
I see these 2 guys fleeing, but there's other problems to the west.
Yeah. I'm going to tell the rest of the folks, get in the cave, and I will try to help Inyoka. Maybe just, you don't see us, in a little bit, maybe come out. I don't know. I'm going to jump in where I last saw him.
Okay.
And assuming I sink to the bottom,
Yep.
I'm going to cast Healing Word on him.
Okay.
Not a lot, but I will do it. Word. Definitely not a lot. Okay, so you get 4 from that. That was my bonus action. Well, I guess since I can cast this, that was a bonus action. So I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on this Saldani then.
Yes, Sacred Flame is a cantrip, right? So that's fine.
Yep.
Good spell and a
DC
cantrip.
13.
DC 13. I don't think it matters that it's underwater, but let's see. Dexterity saving throw. Rolls a 9, so you do light it up with a Sacred Flame.
Alright.
And it takes 8 points worth of damage.
Okay, that'll be it.
Okay, nice. Inyoka, feeling a little bit better underneath the water. What do you do? Still grappled by this creature. Swing misses. And definitely misses. So a lot of swings, a lot of failing, not much happening. What about Zuma? Who is Zuma attacking? Okay, so swings as this guy scrambles up the bank and does 9 points of damage. He's looking rough. Both of these guys are looking very rough, but he's running. They're running away. Okay, 9 temporary hit points to Inyoka. Okay, nice. Carrick.
All right, I'm gonna cast Bless, and I'm gonna hit Leopold, myself, and Rock.
Okay. Carrick, that's going to drop concentration on something.
That was he's dead now, I think. I had concentration.
Hunter's luck. Yeah.
With Mark. Yep.
So who's
that's
blessed? Yourself and who else?
good. Rock and Leopold.
Rock and Leopold are all blessed. Okay, nice.
And then I'm gonna run into the cave after Leopold.
Okay, blessed comes up. Everybody's feeling a little bit better. Feel free to dash into the cage, Carrick.
Okay.
And Salida. As Cora comes and attacks Salida twice. 17 and a 19. 7 and a 19. The 7 will hit. She takes 4 points of damage. I really need to make this roll. It's a 13. Why don't you, K2, roll me a D20, and you need a 12 or better for Salida to avoid the grapple. A 12 or better.
You could do it, Salida!
And she does do it. Well done. So she escapes the grapple. She's only hit once, so that's great. And once again, from above, you see 3 missiles zoom down from above and slam into the zombie, doing 10 points of damage as these things just one after the other, thop, 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 all into this creature. Total.
Is it the lobster or the dinosaur on zombie?
The dinosaur on this creature here. And once again, you don't see the source of this, but just 3 shoot down. Rock.
Okay, so Salida is not grappled, correct?
That's correct. Thanks to K2. Well, I guess thanks to Eric more than anything. Not so much K2.
Well, Rock will throw a javelin at our zombie NPC friends.
Okay. Oh man, that's your second natural one in a row. Not good.
Yeah. Then I will say, well, make a break for it, Salida. So I'll head into the cave.
Okay. Cool. Okay, Salida says, okay, I'm on my way, but first is this massive dinosaur zombie. It's going to take a bite at Salida. That is going to hit, I think. Yes, that's going to hit for 24 points of piercing damage. And she's going to try and break the grapple. So, one of those. Ooh, she just makes it, so she's not gobbled up. But the creature's then going to try and claw at her. And successfully hit her. Not quite enough to fell her, but she is looking incredibly rough. And she says, "Ah! I'm on my last breath. I need to get out of here." She will definitely take the disengage action. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And she's scrambling. She's hard to get away. She's not sure if she can outpace the zombies at this rate. The Eldani Brute will 1, 2, 3. Let me just make some adjustments to this map. Ah! Oh no, that's right. He was there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, taking off. Okay, Leopold. Z5 was for Salida. Okay, great, thank you. Leopold.
Yeah, I'm thinking. I'm real bad. I'm real hurt. So I don't want to go back out there. Even if I go out there, I can't see anything. I'd rather save it for when she goes down. So I'm gonna save my healing words and stuff. So yeah, I'm just gonna hang out right there and motion to Salida to come on, hurry up. And
Okay.
That's it.
So are you preparing a healing word if she goes down?
Nope.
You can do that? No? Okay. Well,
Oh yeah,
okay.
yeah, I might as well. Yeah, she goes down. And no, yeah, can I do that?
Yeah, you hold an action and your action. Yep, you can do that.
All right.
Okay, so if Salida goes down, a healing word will instantly come. Okay, cool. Okay, Sildani. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Underwater Aldani is unaware of any of this and is enjoying wailing on Inyoka. Take 2 attacks. 21 will hit even with the shield in place. And you take another 5 points of slashing damage, Inyoka. This thing is determined to kill you, it seems. Your heavily weighted cleric buddy is right beside you, though. What do you do? K2.
I'm going to try the Sacred Flame. The disadvantage is not working so well, so I'll try that again.
So that's a dex save, I believe.
It is, yep.
Dex save 13. Rolls a 5, so your Sacred Flame kicks in and lights up the water for just a second as you take 7 points of damage.
All right.
Okay.
And I'm going to...
Yep.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry. I'm going to blindly move my spiritual weapon. I knew the dinosaur was over here. I'm going to move it like just a little bit close to the mouth of the cave. Actually, I'm going to do it.
You should be able to move it. Yep.
Yep.
And you saw the dinosaur before you went down?
I did, yep.
Okay. So that's K2. And Yoka. Miss. And miss. You are muted in Yoka, in case you don't know.
Yeah, it's a good thing because I'm over here cursing. So he will go here to attack this guy.
Okay. Core, yep.
And
Ooh, that's me.
That will hit Cora for 10 points of damage. Nice. Oops. Okay, so you frantically try and smash this thing underwater. No good. Zuma's doing a much better job up top, though. Carrick in the cave. What do you do? So 6 for you, Inyoka.
I am going to, I think I'm going to heal Mr. Leopold here, who's been so very kind to me.
Okay.
Actually, I will, I'll do that with my lay on hands, which I always forget where that's at. Lay on hands, here it is. Let's see. Alright, I'm not getting the thing. Leopold, I'm going to give you 15 hit points for my lay on hands.
Nice.
Thank you.
Is that your
And
action?
That is my action. Yep.
You stay there at the mouth of the cave?
Oh, are we still at the mouth of the cave? I'm.
You're right where you are on the map. You're just inside the cave.
All right, and that's where Rock is and Leopold.
Yep.
I'm gonna go. Let's move back, guys. I'm gonna move back another 10 feet.
Okay. So just go to here, and we'll know that you're in the mouth of the cave. There we go.
Okay.
Perfect.
Good.
Okay, Cora, with her back looking just terrible, takes a step over her. She extends her claws to Salida. Where are you, Cora? She's going to attack once with her claw. Rolls a 9 and a 7. So 2 misses on Salida. Salida says, "Please, Uptow!" Once again, these strange missiles come from the top and they thump into the dinosaur, doing another 10 points of damage. That's the only thing that's hit the dinosaur is these strange missiles. Yes, so they come down from above once again. You don't see the source. You're not sure what's happening, but these 3 missiles thump into the dinosaur. Rock.
I can see the lobster chick next to Selita, correct?
You can. You do? Yep.
All right, so I will throw a javelin at it.
Okay. Let's see if you can not roll a natural 1 this time.
That's what I was going to say.
13. Oh, get out of there, spiritual weapon. 13 bounces off her thick hide, doesn't hit.
Dagnabbit. All right, I'll stay there.
The zombie, Spinosaurus zombie, comes and looms over the top of Selita.
He's coming for you, Selena, Duck!
Ah! And, first of all, a bite attack. You see it pick up Selita, chomp into her, throw her to the ground. Leopold, do you take your... she's down. Okay, so she's at 4 hit points and lying on the ground. She's going to attempt to play dead. She's going to make a performance check. And she rolls a 19. That's not bad. Well, let's see what the Spinosaurus thinks about that. So it's going to try and see if she's doing it. Oh, with a -3 charisma, that's never going to help. So it steps over what it thinks is a fallen body of Selita. It was there. And comes right up into your face, Leopold. Actually, can it... What's its movement? Yes, it's got 40 feet of movement. So it does that, comes right up into your face, Leopold, after biting her. Attacks you with a claw attack, but the claw attack misses. Selita... She figures it's worked before, so it's going to work again. She's going to take the dodge action, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so Selita's lying on the ground playing dead. These guys... Is anybody going to attack these guys? Shall we just say goodbye?
Let them go.
Yeah.
Okay, boom, they're gone.
We
Leaving
suddenly
the
have
battle.
bigger problems, apparently.
Leopold, face to face with this huge dinosaur. Woo.
I want to cover the entire thing with the Thunder Wave.
Okay.
Second level Thunder Wave. If it fails the Constitution, it gets knocked back 10 feet.
Okay, so Constitution saving throw for the dinosaur. It rolls a 12. Wow.
10 feet back and 20 damage. I'll say, foul beast, get back! And then I'll say, sorry, Selena!
Now, technically, doesn't that mean Ruck get an attack of opportunity? I think we did hit this before.
Forced movement doesn't work.
Okay. There's something.
Forced movement.
There's one that does this, I think. Anyway, okay, so it doesn't.
And then
I'm gonna say
I'm
it gets
gonna
forced
go
back.
back. I'm gonna go back a bunch too.
Okay, what I'm going to say, it's like it was there. It was there. And now it's looming over the top of Selita. And you see Selita just lying there, panic in her eyes as this dinosaur leers over her. Okay. Underwater Aldani. Going for Inyoka once again. 2 claw attacks. Ooh, what was a natural 20 and a 12. So it slashes into Inyoka for 11 points of damage. And you're still grappled. Oh, and you are getting closer to death by the second. K2.
Okay. I will... Actually, I'm going to stay right there, and I'm going to do the Sacred Flame again.
Okay. So dexterity check for the Aldani. it rolls a 6. So, 8 points of damage. The thing is looking rougher by the second, but it is still holding on.
Okay.
And Yoka.
I'm gonna move over. Maybe I don't know. Attempt to intimidate. So hey, it's 2-on-1 type of thing. Yeah.
Okay, make an intimidation check.
Okay. Not very good at this. We'll see.
Okay, we'll see how that works on its turn. And Yoka.
Okay.
And Yoka, how do you want to do it?
Not bad.
So I'm going to just drive my forehead forward into his face and just shatter his little mandibles.
His little mandibles are shattered. And the underwater adventures of Inyoka are coming to a conclusion. And no one, you assume, is going to kick you down this time. Okay, so that's just your action. What do you want to do?
Let's see. So from here, obviously I'll use half my movement to start I'll use my movement to start getting up.
Okay.
And then Zuma will attack her again.
Okay. A 16 will hit.
And that'll be it.
Okay.
I'm gonna, if I'm able to, I'd like to try to give Inyoka a symbol like going up. It's kind of like death above.
Make a performance check. See how good your miming skills are.
Okay. Not bad.
Yeah. You convey the message that there is bad news up above. Okay. Inyoka, you swarm up, get halfway to the surface. Not quite there yet. Carrick. Deep inside the cave.
Yeah, I'm feeling safer. So the cave opening in this the Sagittarius, whatever the hell this dinosaur thing is it gonna fit in the opening? Are we like safe?
Make a perception check.
Okay. Perception check.
Eric, I think we need to take the offense to that. I don't know if it's going to come for us no matter what.
You feel it could get right up next to rock, but no further.
That's good. Okay. So I think that's a good sign. All right. Well, either way, what I will do is I'm going to make sure that I'm in range for my javelin, which might mean I have to move forward a little bit, but I might move back.
Uh-huh.
And then I will throw my javelin.
Uh-huh.
Oops. Okay, there you go.
That hits.
Right. And then let's see if I can hit that. A lot of damage. But...
6 is better than nothing as it reoccurs back from the javelin.
All right. And then I disappear back into the dark part of the cave. So, and that's my turn.
Okay. Cora stopped playing. Selita stopped playing dead, but she's taking the dodge action. So Cora will attack her twice. At actually, it's a straight roll. It's advantage because she's prone, but disadvantage because she's dodging. So 2 attacks at normal attacks. Claws twice. A 12 and a 12. So they'll both miss. So that's working out. Okay, once again, these things come flying down from above. Let's see how much damage they do. They do total. Oh, consistently rolling 10 hit points on this. As more of these things thump, 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 thump into the zombie. Rock.
How bad does that Spinosaurus look?
It looks beat up. It's well beyond bloodied.
All right.
Rock!
Now,
Kill it for me! I'm in a little bit of trouble here.
so I'll go up and I'm going to attack my
Nice.
longsword. I'm going to use,
That hits.
and then I will roll damage, and then I will use my last divine smite.
So 3d8. It is undead.
Oh goodness gracious!
Add the D6 for your combat inspiration. Kill it.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Any
Okay,
way
so
I can
you,
use my inspiration to reroll that damage?
if you want.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Hopefully, I'll probably get a 7, but you know. Oh. Well,
Okay.
3 more is better than nothing.
So you hit it with your long sword, you empower it with a divine smite, and you slash into it, your holy sword glowing. It's not quite enough. But then you hear the words of Leopold in your ear and you think, maybe if I did this instead. And Ruck, how do you want to do it?
Oh, I just jab my longsword into its belly and just like bring it down to have its bowels spill out upon Salida.
Well, this is incredibly gross, Ruck. I do thank you. That is fantastic.
There's a pool behind you. You can clean it off, even though it's red and bloody too. But
Okay, Salida gets to her feet, wiping the gunk off, turns around, and glares at Cotta. Says, Cotta, you are noble. I apologize that this has happened to you. But you are now part of the undead. I will take you down. And she hits her once for 6 points of slashing damage. I am sorry, Cotta. No one deserves this. Leopold.
Leopold's gonna take his another one of his boomerangs out, and he's gonna go poof.
And it hits. So it slams into her. Ugh, she recoils backward.
Technically, I get advantage, so I'll see if I get a critical. Nope.
Okay, so there we go. Nice. Boomerang to the head. Okay, K2.
All right. Well, Inyoka looks okay. So I will, well, I mean, he's still alive. I will pop to the surface, kind of check out what's going on.
So you can get to there, but that's your dash action.
Okay. Right. Oh, but I've got a little
Oh, you
spiritual
do?
hammer sitting there, so I will take a shot with that then.
Okay.
Let's see here. I want to recast it by accident. How do I do that? Guess this.
23 hits.
Okay.
Okay, so your weapon glows, whoosh, poof, carves into it for 5 points of damage. Nice, the sickle does its work, the moon sickle.
All right, and I'll just stay right there then.
Okay, and Yoka.
Alright, so I was halfway up, so
So you could get to
Where?
there and have an action,
okay.
but no more movement.
Alright. So, funny thing is, Yakilwa has a 10-foot reach, so
Interesting. Okay,
yeah, so
that hits as you the Aquila from a long way off comes and dig deep into the back of Koru.
Yep, and then Kazuma will sweep in because there's no way I'm going to get a martial arts attack.
And just swoops on by. Okay. But you're out of the water at last, Anyoka. Carrick. Everybody's been forgetting their blesses.
Oh yeah, we are. Okay,
Well,
I'm
I know
gonna.
I got a 22 on my last hit, so I didn't re-roll it, and then I forgot it after I had that 13 miss. But oh well. I know I need a 4 to probably even hit.
That's the hardest skill in all of D&D is to remember your bless. Garrick.
Okay, I'm gonna run back out to the edge of the cave here with Rock. Is this lobster creature here another one of our enemies? Or is this our...
This is undead Koru.
Use your javelin, Carrick. I'm glad you're not cowering in the cave. You're a
I
paladin.
didn't coward! I just was using the darkness of cover! Alright, I'm gonna throw my javelin at undead Korra then.
Okay.
Let's try that.
Glances off with the kite.
Do you use your bless?
Oh yeah, use your bless.
Oh yeah. Okay,
This
that's a
might
1d4.
work.
So let's try that one.
You need a 3. Oh, unfortunately, 13 misses. So close. So close.
I will hang out where I'm at.
Okay. Koru will attack Selida. She'll attack twice with her claws. Oh. A natural 20, which takes her down. And then she attacks her again. And Selida is not only down, she's failed 2 death saving throws.
We can't lose another one.
Kind of up to you, Rock, which I think you could probably handle it, but we'll see.
Yep.
More missiles come raining down from above, this time against the undead Koru, and they just thump into her body, missile after missile, and she falls to the ground, defeated. Rock, says Selida.
I go to Selida and I, pick her up and I lay hands upon her and give her 5 hit points.
Okay, she
Hit points.
comes back to life and she says, "Oh, Rock, you're a noble creature, thank you. Thought I was a goner." And she just starts wiping this goop off. Okay. So well done. I was a little worried about Inyoka there for a second, but you managed to pull it off thanks to Mr. Natural 20 Perception guy.
Yeah, I thought for sure he was a gunner. I'm like, no way. Do we see if those other Aldani are running back? No,
They're long gone.
Okay.
You don't see them.
I tell the party, we need to stay away from water and quicksand.
Very good point.
And then Rock looks up to see if he can see where the source of the divine arrows or whatever those are.
You do not see the source of the divine arrows, but you notice a ladder descending from above. A very, very long ladder, but it comes down, inviting you, presumably, to climb up.
Okay. I motion to Leopold and Karak and say, "Oh, well, I'm sure they if they don't see him, like there's a ladder." And then I pick up my javelins from the battlefield.
Mm-hmm.
I'll pick up my boomerangs too. Good call.
And say, who should go up the ladder first?
Whoever's in the
I'll
best
go.
shape.
No, I'll
Yeah,
go.
looks
So
like you're doing pretty well.
Rock will go up the ladder.
Okay. What do we need?
Follow behind him. You're my buddy. You're my guy, dude.
Nyoka, I have
Sherpa.
to ask you, do you think this is a good decision? I mean, I guess the person helped us with these magic missiles that came down. What does the cynical Nyoka say?
Get Heart of Uptow. Trust Heart of Uptow.
Okay. So who's going up first?
Rock.
So Rock and Leopold lead the way. So we'll do it like this. Rock, Leopold, Slater scrambles up as well. Carrick, you going up?
Yes.
And Yoka? I guess you are, since you like the Heart of Uptow.
Yep.
And K2.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a quick look at Kura to see if she's carrying anything obvious in pouches or rings or anything like that.
No, just some kind of very basic leaves, like fashioned into a very basic bracelet, but nothing really of note on Cora.
Okay.
On Salida says, oh, we still need to release the lobsters, but I guess that can wait. Let's survive this long. And you climb up the rope. And the dungeon master needs a bio break. So let's take a 5-minute break. And we'll pick up in the Heart of Uptow after that. Sound good?
I'm gonna need like 10 real quick.
Okay, so you all start climbing this ladder. It's a little bit disconcerting as you sway back and forth, but you get kind of to the initial cave and kind of in the center of Uptow. And and this is what you see. You see a elfin woman standing in the center there, and she's got her arms outstretched, and she says, "Oh, well, welcome to the heart of Uptow. I hope my magic helped with that dreadful Spinosaurus zombie thing. I do apologize if anybody got injured, but please, come in.
Help grateful.
Yes, come in, make yourself at home."
Thank you so much.
You do notice that she's just like a very beautiful, typical elven woman. You do notice in a cage here, there's two people. One looks like this. And we'll get to you in just a second, Carrick, because I know you're going to ask me something. And the other one looks like this. But they're both bound inside of the cave. And as you enter, she's not really acknowledging their presence at all. And she says, welcome. I hope I was helpful as I possibly could be. And this person here, Carrick, sees you and is just staring daggers at you, just glaring, locking eyes with you, not leaving his eyes from your eyes even for a second. He's just keeping a close eye on you. So welcome to the heart of Uptow. My name is Valindra. Pleasure to meet you all. What are your names, by the way?
Inyoka.
There you go. Carrick.
Inyoka, Carrick, pleasure to meet your acquaintment. My
My
name
name
is
is-
Salida.
My name is Rock.
Full extra service.
So welcome to the heart of Uptow. What brings you here? I do not get many people. What brings you here?
We're actually seeking the cure to the death curse. That's our primary objective, but we thought we might find some help here. And we also came, to help. We had a friend that was Eldani. We were trying to help them. So that's what brings us here.
Where is your friend?
Unfortunately, we lost her to a carnivorous dinosaur not too long ago, and then she came back undead with that very dinosaur that killed her. Just that's what you saw below.
Oh, my apologies. These are dreadful times indeed. You mentioned you're seeking an end to the death curse. What have you learned of the death curse so far?
We have learned that we believe that it is. I'm like really digging deep here. We believe that it is a. This is Eric not knowing here. Chime in, anybody, if you remember. I'm remembering it was the lost city of Omu. We believe that it's what we seek is in the lost city of Omu.
Do you know what it is you seek?
Yes. Oh. Asarak. Asarak. I don't know, but I haven't seen the. I don't know how to pronounce it properly, but.
Are you trying to say Asarex?
Asarex, yes, we believe it is Asarex.
Well, Asarex is a very, very powerful lich. If Asarex is indeed behind this, then maybe all hope is lost already. Do you know exactly what he's doing? So you suspect Asarex, you suspect it at Omu? Is there anything else you can tell me?
Let's see here.
We come make offering to Uptow.
Well, if you're making an offering to Uptow, there are no further pieces. Well, I see you frantically going through your notes. Perhaps I could share what I know and what I think should be done. Will that be to your satisfaction, K2? Okay.
That would be excellent.
So my own research, and I have a very interest in this matter. As we all know, those who have died do not come back, despite the greatest of the healing magics that we have. Now, I've studied some ancient texts, and I've come to a couple of conclusions. Now, number one, it says very specifically in the religious texts that a soul must be willing to return to the body. So if you die and you come back to and someone's trying to resurrect you, if you find yourself in paradise and you think, this is much better than where I was before, then you can choose not to be brought back from life. Now, plainly, this is not happening because everybody wants to come back and no one is coming back. At least some of them you'd expect would welcome the chance of resurrection, but that is not happening. And I've dug further and further into some texts. And I think Asarex, or whoever is behind this, is using something called a soul monger. A soul monger.
Do you know what that is? Is it a magic item of some sort, or?
Well, I can only presume it's a magic item of some great necromantic power. Because I think what's happening is when people die, their souls are collected by the soulmonger. And then if someone is in possession of their soul, how can you say, yes, I like to be resurrected, my soul is winning? Because for whatever reason, the soulmonger makes the souls unwilling. I do not know what's happened. Maybe the souls are trapped. Maybe the souls have been destroyed. I do not know. But let me make myself very clear. I have an interest in this soulmonger. I imagine many people would hope to destroy it, but I think that would be a mistake. I think we need to find it, take control over it, study it, release souls as appropriate, but destroying it, I think, would be an absolute mistake. What do you folks think?
Well, I think I don't know. I don't know other than what we just talked about. What is the soul monger? So if what you say is true, that there's some good to keeping it or not destroying it, then I think that we would be open to that.
Do not listen to a word she says. Every word from her mouth is a lie. And Karak, fuck you. And Valindra says, oh, be quiet. And she waves her hand. And you see this person yelling and screaming, but no words are coming from his mouth. Oh, just ignore him. He's an idiot. He doesn't know what he's saying.
Oh, how you live in Heart of Uptown? Oh, Heart of Uptown sacred.
Well, the heart of Abtau is sacred, and as I said, I've been studying and getting to the bottom of this curse that's befallen the land. And I found great solace here in the heart of Abtau. I feel connected with Abtau here. And as you see, I helped saved you with a dinosaur. I've welcomed you in my home. Oh, shut up, Mr. Simber over there. I must apologize, Carrick. I don't know why he swore at you in particular. Do you know him, Carrick?
I do know him. I was recruited for. Well, let me start back at the beginning. I met him through my mother, Gespa, and he recruited me to help defend the city of Mesro, and I shamelessly left my post. That's all I say to her.
Well, as we all know, Mesro is not actually there at the moment. It is gone. Gone quite where, I do not know. But you have some history with him.
I do. Oh, and then sidebar. So I know from Googling who the creature is, Dragonbait, but does Carrick know?
Google, the great oracle of our time. Go
Yeah,
with
right?
questions and it answers you. No. You do not recognize this as presumably
Okay.
they have some type of connection, but you're not aware of this Dragonbait character.
All right.
So you wish to do... I'm asking this because I want to insight her. So you wish to do good with this soulmonger?
Well, I wish to study it. I think all research is not inherently good or evil. My intention is purely of an academic level. And you can incite that if you like.
Yeah, sure. I guess I will. Yeah, so.
Nyoka seems trustworthy to you. K2, she's not quite telling the whole truth. She is definitely wanting it. She doesn't want it destroyed. But you're not quite sure beyond that. But she seems very interested in it. She shared information about it. I mean, you didn't know the existence of it before she told you. So
I thought
purely academic reasons.
I thought we did hear about it before. I just didn't have it in my notes, but maybe not. I thought we heard about that at some point.
Well,
could be wrong.
Well, let's say K2 forgets and
Okay.
Valindra
That's easy.
volunteers information.
That's easy enough.
Yeah, so academic reasons. Go to Omu, seek out Asarex, and destroy the Soulmonger. Now, one interesting thing. Carrick, you remember what the Naga Serpent said to you and the quest he sent you on. He said Valasna Sea was behind it.
Oh, yes. Okay, I was wrong about that.
Oh, no. Well, this is what... So, Carrick was told by the Naga that Vrasnasi was behind it, and you need to kill Vrasnasi to stop the curse. So that is one source of information. Valindra is saying Asarex is behind it. So, who's right? I don't know. Well, I do know, actually, but I'm not saying. See, it's a purely academic exercise. If we can understand it, then we can control it, and we can prevent it from happening again.
And
Oh, go ahead.
go ahead, Ross.
Why are they? How did those two get here? What are they doing over there?
Well, I've interest in the human male for two reasons. Number one, he carries an artifact of great power that prolongs his life. I have unable to be removed it from him, to extract the secrets from him. But I have made a deal with some, shall we say, other entities, and we'll get the information and the artifact off in one way or the other. It's really, I'm just storing them until my acquaintances shall have a word with them.
What about his little buddy?
Well, they're together, so I kept him here as I don't want to say leverage, but I am going to say leverage. Okay, how does your telepathic thing work, Carrick?
I couldn't remember the range, so I might have to walk that way. Are they in a cage then? Is that what?
Yeah, they're in a cage. They're in a cage.
Okay.
They're bound as well. They're tied up, so they're almost doubly secured there.
But they're not cage dancers, Carrick, so...
No, they're not. Okay. Okay, so telepathically, he doesn't need to verbally do this. I
have to be within 30 feet. So can I? I'm gonna walk in that direction and see if this woman's gonna try to stop me, so that I can get within range.
Okay, as you do move, she says, "Please, what is you're standing in the doorway there? You'll catch a cold with a drop. Please come inside.
Oh,
You're
thank you
hanging
so
around the
much.
doorway." Leader goes up and leans up against one of these rocks. "Please, Carrick, Leopold, just come inside. Be comfortable. Take a rest. You look all incredibly beat up." And Carrick, you're going to communicate telepathically with Artis Simbus?
Yes. So
Artis Simber?
yes. The first thing I will do is I will apologize to him.
Well, what we're
Share
going to
what's
do, we're going
Okay.
to go over to voice channel 2. Okay,
Oh,
so only us two will hear, and we'll pick it up from there. Probably have to turn off my video
Okay.
too.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, so what do you say?
Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is like, hey, I don't know how long it's been, but it's been a couple years, and I feel very bad for what happened, but I think I've matured, and I hope that you will forgive me. But we have been sent here to find you, and we're excited to find you. And I think if I have my notes correctly, Zandala, his daughter, had shared with us that she wanted us to help find him, and so that was part of the.
Look, Carrick, that's a fine speech and all. I will get to those other things in a second. Why did you turn tail?
I was very young and naive, and I became very frightened of my of my task at hand.
You were young and frightened. You were a coward. At least admit that much.
It's true. I did cower in the face of danger, but I think I've grown a lot since then, and I'm hoping you'll give me another chance to.
Oh, blah, 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 blah. I don't believe a word that comes out of your mouth. You've got a great path. Bullshit. You're a coward now, and you always will be a coward.
How could I convince you otherwise?
I don't know. You could. I lost friends because of you, Carrick. Why should I ever trust you again? I thought you were going to be something great. Become one of the great paladins. The number one thing a paladin should show is courage. You know, prepare to take a blow for a friend. And you did quite the opposite. I'm surprised your god hasn't abandoned you.
With a solemn tone, I say, you are speaking the truth, and I am very much ashamed of it. But I'm here with these friends, and we are trying to do good things and lift this curse. And in our trek here, we came across some. I can't remember what they were. Were they orcs? Who? No, they were the storm giants or whatever. That's like they're looking for you. I think that there are things that we can do that can help you, and perhaps regain your trust.
I do believe you're referring to the frost giants that were on my tail.
Yes, frost giants. Yes.
Yes, well, unfortunately, they have not found me. Well, fortunately, they have not found me. But I found myself in the grips of this lady.
What if we were to help you get to escape from this lady?
Yes, you do that, Carrick. Maybe then I won't slit your throat the next time I see you. But let me tell you one thing for free. Valindra is not what she seems. Do not trust a word from that witch's mouth. She is very powerful, and she's manipulating your friends even as we speak. But if you want to start regaining my trust again, get me out of here, and my friend Dragonbait, and perhaps then, well, we'll pick it up from there. If you want to regain my trust, get me out of here.
Okay, I will endeavor to do this.
And don't give me one of your pathetic speeches again. Your actions are the only thing that matters at this point.
Understood. Thank you, Artis.
This is a fun thing about being a DM. You get to be an asshole as well. Okay, back to the other voice channel.
But I can't remember why. I mean, before this campaign, I've heard the name, I believe, in some source book or something, but I don't know why.
Which name?
Artis Simbra. I mean, I know Dragonbait because I used to read the novels, but Artis Simbra, the name tickles my brain. Before we started playing this, I have some memory of that character name. I don't know why.
Yeah, he has appeared in some other campaigns and books as well. Do you know the one interesting thing about Dragonbait? For Geek Points?
Well, I mean, he's telepathic, and he came from Neverwinter, and that's. I mean, I don't remember like anything specific. He's like emotional stuff. He can like read emotions and stuff, or give you emotions, I believe.
He communicates by making smells. Is the most interesting.
Smells.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
That's funny. I do too.
I knew he communicated somehow, but that was non-verbal, and I just couldn't remember. Yeah.
Okay, so Carrick, you're having this conversation, so just be quiet for the amount we talk as you're talking it. So yes, so I welcome into my home. Can I get you some food? Are you hungry? I mean, I've gathered some fruits from the jungle. Would you like some fruits?
Yes, I would love. We've been in this forest for this jungle for so long. Any hospitality is welcome.
Okay, and she goes round and gives you some fruit, and Salida eats it. It's delicious tropical fruit. Now, we were talking about the Soulmonger. I of the opinion that destroying it would be a mistake. I'm interested in knowing what you all think. K2, what do you think, Leopold? Do you think
I haven't really thought anything about it. I just kind of follow these guys' leads, and there's something in it for us. So I don't know. I mean, I haven't thought about it.
Well, here's your chance. Use that little brain between those ears.
Well, they're the guys we follow. Like I said, I'm taking my lead from them.
Okay, fair enough. What do you say, Inyoka?
Grateful for help. Need rest. Find item.
And destroy it? Bring it back?
Maybe dangerous to destroy. Must learn more.
Very wise words. What about you, Rock? What do you think? Study or destroy?
Oh, this is the first I'm hearing of it. I don't even know what a monger is.
Soul collector might be another word for it.
Oh, that doesn't sound good to me. But we're simply hired hands trying to solve this death curse. Finding people with any knowledge of anything in this jungle is hard. You know, anyone that's around us dies or gets killed. So
So your motive is money? Is that what I heard?
no, we're altruistic. I want to help people at large, but there's someone who is withering away that has asked us to help them find the cure to death curse.
Well, I guess that's fair. You can be a nice person, but why not get paid for it at the same time?
Ooh, how we put down Nanny Booger?
I'm sorry, Nanny Booger?
Nanny Booger curse teammates.
The pew pew.
Oh, I'm sorry, I do not know who you're referring to. Nanny Booger Pew? Ooh, that's an unfortunate name.
Nanny pew pew.
Nanny pew pew poo 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 poo.
I'm sorry, I do not know. I mean, as I said, my studies, my research has all been on to the soulmonger. And as I said previously, soul collector might be another word for it, but I'm unsure. I can only draw two conclusions. One, the souls are being collected for some reason. I don't know why you'd want to collect souls. Or the souls are being destroyed. Why would you want to destroy souls? I don't know, but that's the only conclusions I could come to. So please, if you come across the soul collector, the soulmonger, in the heart of Omu, do you know where Omu is?
We believe we do. We have a map.
Yeah, I remember them telling you K2, and I circled it on the map for us so we would know as a player. So when we get to the big overhead map.
And she looks at your map and she says, "Oh my goodness. Yes, that is indeed where Omu could be found. Where did you get this map?"
We got it from our.
Guide helped make it.
Yeah, go ahead, Yoko.
I was going to say, guide helped make it. We used guide. And Yoka helped with knowledge of jungle.
Well, the amount of detail in this map is truly remarkable. I don't know where you got this map from, but I know several entities who would literally kill for a map such as this. So, take good care of it. That is going to be worth a lot of money one day.
They look like lobsters?
No? And Carrick, you've finished your conversation.
All right. I was trying to look online here. Can I telepathically speak with more than one person at the same time, or just one?
Oh, first of all, how are you telepathically communicating with them? Is it a spell? Is it an innate ability?
Oh no, it's a trait as a gem dragonborn.
Can you bring up that trait for me, please?
I think so. Let's see. How do I do that?
The button that says display in VTT, short for virtual tabletop. Okay, Sonic Mind. You can send tele to any creature one at a time.
Okay. All right. So I'll start out with Inyoka, and I will try to
Inyoka and Carrick, voice channel 2.
Okay. All right.
Come on over, Inyoka. There we go. Yeah, I'm muted, Inyoka. Okay, here we go. Okay, off you go.
Okay, so I share with Inyoka that Artis Sember was the person that I had prior history with, and kind of give him the rundown of the thing. And I share that I apologized for what had happened and asked for forgiveness and what I might be able to do to regain his trust. His response back was, "Get me out of here, and don't trust anything that the woman is sharing with your party. She's lying to them now, and she's very powerful. Valindra. Okay, thank you.
We trust him.
I do trust him. I met him through my mother when I was an adolescent, and I remind you that I had left my post when I was supposed to watch the camp when we were guarding the city, and the party that was there ended up all getting killed as a result of me leaving my post. So I know I do trust him, and I'm trying to regain his trust.
Okay.
Okay, let's bounce back.
Okay, all right.
Had since I was like 5 years old.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
So just
tell,
have-
tell the start of that story, Daniel. I heard the end of it.
Oh, I was just saying that the stuff I have up in my backdrop. It's like I have some Dungeon Dragon stuff, like signed books from like Margaret Wise, Tracy Hickman, and
What?
Green Lantern. Yeah, I went to a convention. They were all there. Both of them were there, and I knew they were there, so I brought all like 12 books I had, and they signed all 12 of them.
Wow.
That was kind of cool. So they have a new book coming out in August too. So
Yeah, the Dragonlance campaign book as well. Is that what
Yeah.
the book you're referring to? Yeah, that's cool.
no, the new novel of the whole series they're writing. So they
Oh,
have like a
really?
whole new,
Oh, I didn't know that.
like a trilogy of novels coming out.
Cool. It is good to have geeky Dungeons and Dragons stuff. I have Bahamut back here, who should be a lot more prominent, but
Yeah, I saw that in the background. I wasn't sure what that was.
that's
cool.
That's
Yeah,
very cool.
Very cool.
and
Very nice.
when I was
an air conditioner for the summer. That's not quite as geeky though, but I need to unbox that.
and then I have a 3D print of Tiamat to go against your Bahamut.
Oh, bring it on, man! Bring it on.
So
I got you guys know Todd McFarlane?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have some. I used to be really into comic books, and I have a Wolverine versus Hulk comic, which is worth about $400. And I got it signed by Todd McFarlane, and the price just went up. I'm not going to sell it,
that's
but it's just cool to
That's
have.
very cool. Yeah.
That's cool.
And of course, I got D&D posters. of
Yeah, I know.
maps
I noticed
lining my
when we
wall.
first started, there was like one, and now they've grown. And I
Yeah,
keep looking
it
at it.
is.
Same time.
This
I
is
can't tell if
Cholt.
that's I'd say that's Cholt.
Yeah.
Trying to see, but I can't zoom in enough to get some details.
Okay, well, there we go. Geeking out. Okay, so, yeah. So, well, excuse me, I have research to do. So unless there's anything else, I thank you for your hospitality. I apologize that the dinosaur attacked you. I hope I could help enough from up here. Is there anything else?
Yes, we lose friends. We take them with us. Help take spot for those we lose.
What do you mean?
We want Grumpy Guy and Dragon Food.
Dragon fruit.
They help us.
No. As I said, they have something that I desire and that I want. No. I mean, and I'm offended by your question. I mean, I've helped you, I've saved you, I've fed you, I've given you information, and you demand you take my prisoners? No, that is unacceptable. And quite frankly, you need to work on your manners.
No demand. Ask for help. Replace those we lose. Others die. Need swords.
Oh, you have swords. You have that Aquila. I mean, I don't understand. No. I'm sorry for those who have lost, but that's not my problem.
Carrick interjects and says, "What you said an artifact? I apologize for my friend, but I mean I understand where he's coming from. We have lost a lot of people, and maybe there's a way that we could help each other."
No. I mean, these are my prisoners. I've explained my interest in them. And as I said, this person has an artifact that I'm very interested in acquiring. I'm not about to let him leave.
I was gonna say, wait, but here's the thing: you want that thingy-bob to bring back to you also, and then you want to give them to somebody. What do you want more? Do you want the thingamabob? Because we could use their help to get you the thingamabob. Or you could just, give them up, and then you'll never get what you need from us because we won't live for it. They'll help us get what you want, and what do you want more?
Let you raise an interesting point, Leopold. Let me speak clearly. As I stated, completely honestly, my interests are an academic level. I desire this soulmonger to be controlled and to be studied. Also very interested in what this artist Simba has, this artifact he carries. And until I've studied it and worked it out and extracted the information from him, he is not leaving my side.
Oh, he's more important than the thing. Okay.
Look, and you guys were... If it wasn't for me, you would have been eaten by a dragon. So please, go find the soulmonger. I do not think your chances are good to start with. And I find your rudeness wholly unacceptable.
I must apologize for my friends. They, I don't know what's going on, but I am curious on why. I mean, did this Artisus fellow do something wrong that he is imprisoned here? I know you're interested in this artifact, but I just want to make sure that he's not falsely imprisoned.
He has been poking his nose into things that he shouldn't be poking his nose into. I don't want to go into details, but he thoroughly deserves his imprisonment. And quite frankly, he's lucky. If it wasn't for his artifact, he'd be dead already. For the crimes that he has committed, he really should be put to death. So I am doing him a favor.
Hey, you, what artifact you have, give her.
He says, silently.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, she cast silence. Remember, she said, fuck you to Carrick, and then she silenced them. So, yeah. That is why they're not participating in the conversation. Although, you get a distinct smell. There's a smell that's invading the whole place. And it smells like violets. A strong smell of violets. Emanating from this creature here. What does violets mean?
Hint.
Smell like too. That's crazy. That's not like a fart. That's something else. Okay. So I don't know. That's weird.
Well, I don't know what his diet is. It could be a fart, I guess. Maybe he eats a lot of violets.
Just what vengeance or violence smells like, I don't even want to imagine.
Let's see. I'm going to pick somebody else to communicate with here. Let's see. I'll communicate with K2 and ask him to...
Let's go. Push channel 2.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. So, I communicated with Artisember, apologizing for the mishap that I had done, and in short order, he was very untrusting of me. But I asked how I might be able to regain his trust, and he said, "If you free me, maybe I will start to trust you." I do trust him because of his long history with my family. He told me to share with you guys not to trust. I've already forgot her name. Valindra with an R, and that she's very powerful. The thing that I did not ask him, and what I was thinking is, maybe you could get some eyes on how difficult it might be able to free them, and maybe if I've already forgot the guy's name. Dragonbait? Is it Dragonbait?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if Dragonbait's encouraging us to commit violence, it's like, okay, it sounds like they're trying to send a signal, let's go, but I think we need to free them so they can be a party of that.
Oh, sorry, I should be clear. You smelled violets. What does that mean? You don't know. I didn't say it was violence. I'm just saying you smelled
Sure.
violets. So you can interpret that
Okay.
how you like.
Okay.
We said very powerful. Does that mean that we shouldn't try to engage her right
I don't
now?
know. Well, why don't
Maybe
we do
you
that?
should find out.
I will do a follow-up conversation with.
I think that would be wise. I mean, if you trust him, you said you have a long history with him, because I don't know him and I don't know this woman, but the fact that she, imprisoned these two and not really going into the detail makes me question that
Okay.
they are falsely imprisoned. Here.
So I share with you that you should keep her engaged in conversation while I have that conversation with Artis and Dragonbait.
I will do. I will ask. I will ask if we can stay here to rest, or if there's a place if she would allow it.
That sounds like a good idea.
Give us an hour.
Eric, do you want to just bounce out so I can have a quick conversation between Artis and Carrick? Yep.
Yep. Okay.
If it wasn't clear before, she's a lich. Very powerful, very dangerous.
Ooh. Okay. That is very useful information. Thank you. Is there? I don't even know if we could take on such a creature. Do you have any suggestions or pointers?
Strike quick, strike hard. Even that might not be enough.
Is there anything that we could do to free you guys to be able to help in this assault?
I mean, pick the lock, undo our binds. I mean, I'm not sure what else to say.
Okay, they're bound also. I'm
Yep.
sorry, I didn't pick.
Yep, they're in the
Okay.
cage and they're bound. Hands and feet bound in ropes. Kind of hog-tied, as it were.
Yeah. Okay, that's gonna take some to get those guys out. All right.
Okay.
Thank you. All right. See you over there. Bye.
Just stop playing.
Yeah.
Well, thank
He
you for
did
your...
a great lizard man. He was really fun.
Yeah, he did. He did. The discs, the circle discs.
Like, relax, guys. It's all good, guys. I like these guys. It was just like, it was awesome.
Yeah.
So, thank you for your apology, K2. But I must admit, these accusations, these veiled threats are not welcome. Perhaps it is best if you leave.
I'm so terribly sorry, Valindra. We were. I was hoping that we could just rest for an hour because we took a beat down, as you saw, and we were thankful for your help. And I feel like here would be much safer than down below. Just an hour, if you wouldn't mind.
Make a persuasion check at disadvantage. You have annoyed her.
Oof. That's not going to go well. Okay, persuasion at disadvantage.
No, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Oh, tell get angry if we take coins from Bloodwater.
As my teachers have taught me before, I find the best way to answer such questions is to ask you a question back to you, Anyoka. Do you think Abtao cares for coins?
What would Anyoka know about that? I mean,
Make a religion check. I should do it at advantage since you're
thank you.
Gods, Uptow has no interest from gold, but he's a greedy asshole like all gods and will accept all things. So you get the impression he'd probably be upset if he took the gold there. There's no use for it, but he takes it anyway.
Those offerings to Uptow, or they from dead bodies that fall in
both.
water?
Both. He has no use of gold, but he wants all the gold. He has no real use for dead goats, but he appreciates the sacrifice nevertheless. Gods are generally assholes, and Uptow's no exception.
Okay, we leave treasure in water. Blood water.
I think that is a wise decision. Now, I wish you good luck. I know things have gotten a little tense, but and she doesn't move her lips for a moment, and then she says, I have ways of contacting you, and you all hear it in your heads, and you can't help but say, what? And she says, you can respond to this message as well. I will hear you. So please, let us retain in contact.
That sounds wonderful. I mean, we will leave you, and we do thank you for your help, and we'll if we're able to find and recover this soul longer, then we will do what is needed.
We call you, you call us.
Well, if you are suitably powerful, you can call me.
Is there anything that you could provide to help us on our journey? We've obviously it's very dangerous out there. Perhaps there's something you could help us with.
I give you my warmest wishes.
And Brock
that is
goes,
very
ooh,
kind.
so cozy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Once again, veiled sarcasm. Rude guests. Anyway, be on your way. I tire of you.
Okay. Would you like a blessing from Salune before I go?
No, it is fine.
Okay, very well.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Can I send another message to Artis?
Sure. Bounce. Okay.
Okay. I'm going to share with him that the party is going to leave, and we will come back, and we will assault this lich and release him. But right now, we feel as though we need to heal ourselves and come back at a better time.
Oh, Carrick, you are still the idiot, aren't you? How did you get up here?
No, trust me. I've been having messages with my party, and this is what we feel.
Answer my question, you dullard. How did you get into the art of Uptow?
We came in through a cave entrance.
And then?
And what do you mean, and then? And this
How
is where
did
we
you...
found ourselves.
This is a floating piece of rock 200 feet into the air. How did you get up here?
That's what I recall us doing, and this is where we found ourselves.
You would recall that a ladder was lowered down, presumably by Valindra. You climbed up the ladder, and that's how you got up here.
Okay, all right, I repeat that to him.
You think she's going to lower the ladder again?
She has shared with us if we go off on this trek, we can message her, and she'll welcome us back.
She will message you.
Yes.
Look, just keep that in mind. I know you have zero tactical nous, but keep in mind she might not let you up here again.
Okay. All right.
You did not see this, but she manipulated you like no other. I mean, this soulmonger, my goodness, if there's a thing that needs to be destroyed, it is that. And she's got you all convinced that you need to be studied, that things need to be destroyed. If you had the heart of a paladin, you would know that such a contraption of evil should be destroyed, not studied. This is what she does. She manipulated people, and she's manipulated you like the fool that you are.
I totally hear you. I am just sharing with you that the party is really beat up, and we're not in a position to take her on with the strength that she has.
Good luck, Carrick. And he effectively hangs up on you.
Okay.
Okay,
You're
smiles
there.
back. Oops.
A lot going on.
Guys, what do you guys
The whole
do?
time the elf is watching Carrick just stare at people.
Like doing
And
this.
she's like weird dragon bird looking creature just staring at people.
Maybe mouthing the words just slightly, even though they're telepathic, right? You can't help but move your mouth at the same time.
Yeah, maybe Carrick's got a low intelligence. So
Yeah, I don't know how it's like. Yeah, like, Carrick, you don't need to hold your hand up.
So you put your hand to your ear like this. Hello?
Yeah.
Hello? Okay, so what do you guys do?
I guess we'll be heading out. We do not want to
Overstay our welcome.
overstay our welcome. Yeah.
As I look at Carrick as I'm like, okay, I guess we're leaving.
Okay,
It's Carrick's show.
Yeah.
All right.
so we are leaving Carrick. We are done here.
Yes. Yes, I believe we are done here. We thank you for your hospitality.
Indeed. Sleater descends the ladder.
I'm trying to like kind of go down last, looking around to see if there's a inconspicuous place to tie a rope.
And
It would be sturdy.
yeah, there's all these tree branches around. That would definitely suffice.
Would it be kind of hidden potentially?
It would be out of her direct line of sight if you did this one. Keep in mind, this ladder is 200 feet.
Yeah, we probably don't. If she's not following out, if she's not, do it kind of look behind me if I'm the last one out, or second to last out? Is she following us, or are we kind of like on our own now?
She's coming watching you leave.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, then I probably wouldn't have an effort, so I won't do that.
Okay.
Well, we
I
can
was gonna
tie
say I'd
a
have
rope.
to fashion
We can tie a rope
fashion
together.
ropes. Yeah, but I mean, she would see us do it. So
Oh, she. Okay, I missed that.
yeah. All right.
So you'll
Moving
descend
along.
down?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Let's go back over to this map. And as you descend down, this very large 200-foot ladder raises up to the top again. Kadak. What the hell? That's Artis Simba. What's going on?
Yeah, so I recount my last conversation. Artist was very disappointed that we did not take her on. He does not think we're going to be able to get back up there again. But I shared with him that the party was fairly beat up, and we did not feel like we were in a position to take on Valindra. He's pissed off at me again. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Well, you didn't tell me that we should do it. I mean, but we are weakened, so
Him say she powerful.
yeah.
We too beat up, take down.
Yeah, I think that's the right thing, guys. I still feel bad because I let him down before, more than let him down. That sugarcoats it a lot. And now I promised to release him or help him escape, and I'm having to postpone it. So I'm feeling obligated here, but I think that this is the right thing to do. I think we come back when we're stronger.
And who is this Valindra? What did you learn about her?
So since I don't have to telepathically communicate this, I say She was a woman, or at least in disguise form here, but Artis Ember shared with me that she was a lich and very powerful, and she was not to be trusted.
Well, shit. So you're saying to rescue your friend, we have to take on a very powerful magic user that has defied death itself.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Thank you for the support.
I mean, I can't help but say if she is a lich, then holy shit. Is it worth it? I mean, we might all die.
Yeah, I think we made the right decision to come down and face her another time because I don't think we would have survived.
Well,
I think it was the right-
regrouping is a good idea, but a lich? Are you sure this is worth it, Carrick? This is not going to solve the death curse?
This is for my honor. This is for my family's honor. This is for bringing light to a darkness or a dark spot in the world. I do think it's worth it.
Well, I strongly disagree. What do you think,
Albert?
Leopold?
I mean, talking about family and all that, I mean, if it's that important to him, I mean, but if you're dead, you can't help your family, and what does that mean? So I don't know. I mean, and also, if you die, can you come back as one of those things? Because I was rethinking about this, but if I die, maybe burn me, but if you can come back as one of those things?
Well, I think if you die and you do come back, it'll be more like a poor old Cora over there.
Well, then what is that? What do you mean when you say lich? What kind of being is that?
It is a magic user, a very powerful magic user, and taken on an undead form to avoid dying. So some very powerful necromantic magic to her prolong her life. But I think if we saw her in her true form, she'd be more skeleton than human.
Oh, okay, that's not good. So I
not
don't
good
know
at all.
about that, Carrick. That's not good.
I know it is. It sounds terrible, doesn't
It
it?
does. It sounds real bad. I got kids back home.
A lot of kids, from what I heard.
But,
Yeah, you probably got lots of kids.
oh, I do. I got 15 of them, and I've been gone a while, and so because everyone gets to have one adventure in their life, and this is mine. But I don't know if that's the adventure that I want, Carrick.
Well, so you seem like a definite maybe there, Leopold.
Kind of leading to no.
Leading to no. Okay, well, I'm glad you agreed
right.
with me. What do the rest of you think?
Well, I understand the honor of your family, Carrick, but we need to, we need divine intervention to help us, overcome such powers. And
I mean,
even in our state, we need great magic and more allies.
yeah, I mean, if we were at full strength, then maybe, but we at this point we don't have a way to get back up.
Well, at the very least, we have the element of surprise on her. But as far as she was concerned, Artis said nothing apart from cussing out poor old Carrick. But your communication has given us maybe the advantage that we need.
Well, it doesn't help us now, but perhaps in a couple of weeks I will gain enough favor with my god that she will grant me the gift of flight. I know some of my order have this ability. Just looking ahead.
Rak, I believe the Naga gave you a mission. I do not know what will happen if you deviate from this mission. I mean, we could try, go back, come back, a little wiser, a little bit more well-equipped. But you were given some type of special mission. I'm not sure what will happen if you would deviate. Start walking around in circles as far as the Naga is concerned.
That was to kill Raz
Rosnisi.
Nasi.
Ross, let's see. Ross.
Maybe we proceed with that. Make an evaluation.
Yeah, I mean that will take us potentially weeks to get there, but that is our destinations, our goal.
Well, I didn't tell. I told our artist that we would be back. I did not say when we'd be back. So
Yes.
Well,
You
then you are not breaking a promise if we come back
Right.
eventually.
Yeah. You could be dead, but then
we'd
he won't
still
be
come
mad
back.
at you anymore.
that's true. If I die, there you go.
Well, if he's dead, we know people come back after they die. So
All right. I acquiesce and share with people. I will plead with you that we actually come back and free him. But let's continue on with the mission. I think it was lucky or chance that we actually found him there. That was not our original objective.
Now, it's one more point I wish to raise, Karak. You are correct that you said you would come back. That is very much mixing with words. I think the implication was you'd come back soon. And it also points out that she said she had acquaintances coming to get this information from him. So what you said is literally true. I'm not sure he would see it that way. But the decision is yours. I think everybody will support you. Well, I will support you in your decision anyway, Karak. So keeping this in mind, you're very much mixing words, acting more like a lawyer than anybody else. But there are acquaintances coming. I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either. All right.
What happens if we intercepted these?
Oh, I like that kid too.
I mean, we don't know how long it'll be though. That's the only problem. But yeah, we could do that.
We won't know till she drop ladder that that's who they are. Then she know they're here. Then we kill. Then she kill.
We would have to anticipate which direction we think they would be coming from, but I would think that they would be coming from the same place we came from, right? Otherwise, it would be in this unexplored jungle.
we can find refuge in the cave until they come.
Didn't really explore the cave. There could be more in there too.
Right.
That's true.
Maybe,
That could be good or bad, Leopold. You're right.
well,
But
I mean,
we-
it's directly beneath this thing that floats above. Maybe there's some connection.
Yeah.
that is a
Yep.
good point, and we
Yeah.
should at least finish what we started with praying to Uptow, or do we still want to follow through with Cora's request?
I think we should at least fulfill that commitment. And then
All right.
Yeah,
if we
We're
remember
going to
when we-
fulfill that, and we're perhaps hanging out to see if we can intercept these guys or find another way into the Lich's lair.
And if you
So,
remember, when we made our offering is when the Eldani came and attacked us. So be mindful of that.
Forgot what it was that we promised to do here. Was it get the
Specifically, she requested that the 2 lobsters be released into the Aldani Basin. That's it. And the idea that they would repopulate and that would break the curse. So you don't need to go all the way back to her village is, I guess, the point
Okay.
I'm making.
Okay, good.
So-
Let's do that. Is all in favor of me finishing my prayer to Uptow, and we can release the
We put them in cave, or we put them in water outside
we put them in the water in the basin.
where they get eaten.
No.
Thanks.
Well, hopefully
Thanks.
not. We're gonna move. We're gonna make it so it's not near the village.
I'm
So
going to point
thanks,
out
Andy.
It's up to
that
them.
when you do get the lobsters and pluck them out, their shells are incredibly hard, almost made from iron. And you suspect that the blood of Uptow has been really making them quite resilient. So you pick them up, they're almost like metal. So you feel they have a good chance of surviving.
I'm gonna take some of the eggs too,
Okay.
if I can, and and then try to repopulate the basin.
Okay, so you can scoop up, say, 20 eggs easily enough. Avoid them being eaten by the fish in the heart of Abtao. Okay, so next week you're planning to release the lobsters and what? Actually, I'll leave it open-ended. I'll plan for all things. So if you choose to wait for her acquaintances or press on or ask for the ladder to be lowered down to clarify some things, don't know. But you have some decisions to make. Honor, dishonor, or kill a lich.
I like it.
Small
Got the
thing
tension
like that.
going.
Okay, thanks guys. That was fun.
All right,
We'll
thank
see
you.
you next week.
All right. See ya.
All right,
Sounds
see
good. See you guys.
Bye-bye.